everybody. Welcome back. I'm going to jump right into this. We got a new drop this week coming on DC NFT, and it's a bit of a challenge to figure out who it is. They tweeted this little image out just earlier today. This is pretty fun, about an hour ago. This week on DC3, they had when they hand out the Oscar for the greatest performance on The Secret Identity, this teenage hero thinks he'll win. Tell us who it is in the reply. So you guys go and have fun with that, but I'm going to spoil it right now because I know exactly who this is. And this actually has everything to do with Black History Month, which is cool. And it has ties to New York and kind of like what Spider-Man was trying to do. It's not Spider-Man or anything to do with Spider-Man, but it's based upon that. This is a character that is going to be coming out with a show soon. Okay, they're working on an animated film of this character. So this is something to keep your eyes on. I'm not saying this comic is going to be worth a lot of money on DC NFT. It's not worth that much in the real world, but this is the kind of stuff you want to keep your eyes open for if you're looking for kind of speculation stuff, because people actually, I'll show you who this is in the comic, but on eBay and stuff, comic collectors have been keeping their eye on this character because of the announcement of a show coming, and you'll see the prices on eBay are going up. Now let's check this out. Let's see exactly who this character is. Drum roll. Now, if you want to figure it out on your own, don't watch anymore because I'm going to tell you right here. It's a character called Static. And this is a really interesting character. Check this out right here. You can see this character. This character came out in the early 1990s. And he's an African-American superhero, which is really cool. He's from New York. He's a teenager. So I'm getting big time, Peter Parker, Miles Morales sort of vibes from this. The timing of it is quite interesting as well. But this is the character right here called Static, June 1993. This is it. You can see he's got the exact pose right there as I don't know if a lot of people know this character. You can see the exact pose right there. There he is right there. It's a pretty cool comic. Actually, it's from Milestone Comics. It's all connected to DC. And there's a whole story. You can get in. I'm not going to talk about his entire history right here, but this one came, like I said, in 1993. This is his first appearance and all that kind of stuff. You can go over to Wikipedia and you can actually look him up. You can read all about his storyline and stuff. It's pretty cool. But here I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom here, because this is what we do. We talk about all sorts of interesting things here and give you a little bit of insight and good information, right? But check it out right here. An animated film about Static and other Milestone heroes is currently in development at Warner Animation Group. So you know that this character is coming to some sort of animated show or feature, and it really depends on how well they do it, if people really accept this character or like this character or not. I mean, who knows, right? We'll find out, but there it is right there. Now, if you want to find out how much this comic is worth in the real world, well, you can go to just eBay if you want. And there's a couple of variations on the cover. You can see this one right here. It's a 9.8. Okay, so it's totally attainable, but check it out. This is one of the variations of the cover right here. Static number one. There, you don't start none, there won't be none. It's pretty funny. And there it is, a 9.8. And right now there's 14 people watching this on eBay. And it goes for about 180 bucks, US. I'm in Canada, so it's about 240 right there. So it's not super valuable. But if you actually look at what's going on right here with all of these listings, people are like, I'll show you the one that's actually, here's the one right here. This one's a little bit more pricey. This is the image they used right there. You can see that, right? So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool comic. It's the first appearance of him on his first series. But you can see, if you look at some of the things right here, people do say, there's a Worlds Collide right here. Okay, there's the Dakota universe or whatever. That's a whole thing behind it, like what universe they exist in. And there's a show coming. You can see there's like a decent amount listed right here. So it's kind of interesting, it's kind of interesting what's going on over there. Here's another one, first preview of Static in 1993. This is an Icon comic right there. So it's kind of interesting that they would be releasing this on DC NFT. So just keep it in mind. I wanted to throw this out for you. I don't exactly know how many editions they're going to give us. They're obviously, I think, okay, if we go over to their actual page right here, just right there, I think this is a newer release. So I mean, it's not like a modern, like a brand new comic. So I do think they'll probably end up giving us the variant covers, like the different covers of this. Maybe I don't know if they're gonna do the old school, like the Green Arrow effect, you know, the classic one where they have a damaged copy, because it's not really that old. So we'll see what they announce the next day or so. But anyway, this is just something I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of insight into that character. Now, for us over here on this channel, today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be celebrating, you know, a little bit of Valentine's love, because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be giving away, I'm going to be doing my comic book rewards, and I have a couple of Valentine's Day, you know, themed comics in that for my drop head holders. And I will have a special one for you in the live stream if you're not a member of the channel, you know, to win on that one as well, right? So that'll be tomorrow. So today we're just going to have some fun talking about, you know, what we love about Veve and all that kind of stuff, and sharing a bit of the love and all that, you know, and talking about some other stuff as well, for sure. But I'm also, next week, I just wanted to put this out there. So next week, to help, you know, celebrate and honor Black History Month as well, I'm going to be doing some, you know, a comic book rewards that is totally focused on Black History Month, with some really cool key comics, you know, celebrating some of our greatest characters that we have, of course, in Marvel and over on DC as well. And you can see here, this is just one preview, Luke Cage Power Man #1. You know, I'm going to have this one go out next week. So this is like next week. So stay tuned for that. And if you're, you know, on my Discord, you would have already seen that we actually, you know, I showed another one right here, you know, Black Goliath. This is another cool comic #1 that's going out next week. So we're going to celebrate all of Black History Month next week for sure. But tomorrow, we're also going to celebrate just a little Valentine's Day. And these are the comics that are going to go out. So stay tuned on our live stream tomorrow. And make sure you get your drop head like entered. Like I have the master list I'll be doing tonight, and making sure everyone's got their spots, because we're going to give out this beautiful comic right here tomorrow. This is a wedding comic, you know, with Black Suit Spider-Man and Mary Jane. It's hilarious, right? That's kind of fun. And then I'm going to do a Justice League comic tomorrow, which is pretty cool. They're all there together as a family, which I think is pretty cool. That's just a really nice cover for sure. And then because we have the you know, Ant-Man movie coming up, I wanted to do a DC version. This is the Atom. Okay, so this is a character, really tiny character over on DC, but this is a Silver Age book, really cool. And you know, I kind of consider the Atom sort of like a version of Ant-Man over on DC. So I'm going to give that one away as well, which is pretty fun. And then because we actually had, you know, the Voltron drop, I'm going to actually give away tomorrow a Shogun Warriors #1 issue. Now, this is a pretty cool comic from back in the day. This is the first issue of that. So it's not Voltron, but it's like, you know, it has that same sort of vibe going on to this Japanese right here. And very cool. This actually, you know, this series, you know, predates like Transformers and stuff. So it's pretty cool, right? So that one's going to go out tomorrow. And then the final one that's going out tomorrow, I will have a special one in the live stream. But the final one that's going to go out tomorrow is the Submariner's wedding issue, where he's supposed to get married. Okay, but then a lot of stuff happens right there. You know, he's going to get married to Dorma, you know, that the blue girl there in this movie. And so this one's going out. This is like a Silver Age as well. So this one's going out tomorrow. So that's kind of fun. I thought I'd throw that at you guys just for fun, right? So anyway, you know, so if you guys are interested in this static comic, check it out. You know, we'll wait to see what DC NFT has to say a little bit more about the drop tomorrow. I don't know, like what it's not tomorrow, but on Thursday, and I'll just be following them on Twitter right here just to see what's going to happen right there. If we actually click on Veve right here, okay, so we have the wedding issue right here of Cyclops and Jean Grey. You know, it's right here. There you go. It's just for fun, you guys. I mean, this comic's not really worth a whole lot or anything. It's not a big deal, but it's just for fun. You know, if you want to go for another X-Men comic on a happy special, you know, special day right there, we'll click on the Medium article. It's just a super limited drop, nothing too crazy. I really think of this particular one, they could have made it like really scarce just to give it a little bit more kind of oomph, because it's probably not going to sell out at all, right? I mean, you know, nobody cares too much, but we'll see what happens, right? You can see right here the nice loving cover right there to go with Veve's new heart logo campaign. Lots of love in February going around right now, but you know, also there's also a lot of non-love going around, so it's time to flex your love muscles. That didn't sound right. That did not sound right. I'm so sorry. But anyway, that's sort of what's going on right there, right? So we'll look at Veve. We'll keep our eyes open on the Veve page right here as we're in our live stream today, just to see what's going on, just to see if like, any new drop announcements comes, because I'm waiting for some big one. Like I want Lambo to come, and I don't know what's going on with any of the announcements, but we'll see if anything comes around, right? While we're live right here. We're not going to be live all day or anything, so it'll have to come in the next little while. But what also we're doing today, because we're kind of jam-packed with some stuff right here. Today is the Veve Gem rewards that go out, okay, to my drop head holders today. So it's very simple. I'll do this a little bit later in the show, but I'm going to give you guys a spot in the rewards program today, so you can get in on this one. This is rewarding Veve gems, okay? And to get into this one, here's the master list right here. And the BTC doctor, don't worry, I got you. I know you got a new drop head, I think last night. So I made sure that you're on the master list because I posted this list last night. That's a good coffee right there. I posted this this list last night on my Discord to show everybody that, that the spaces that they're in, like the spot they got. So anyway, we've already rewarded 482 Veve gems through this program. It's a very simple program. It's exactly like my comic book rewards or my Omi crypto rewards for drop heads. If you own a certain drop head, okay, and it gets you into this reward program. And what happens is if you win this, like on the draw, the random draw, if you win, you get to just post something in the Veve marketplace and I buy it from you, and you post it for about 10 to 12 gems above what it's worth, because no one wants to get banned here, right? But I don't want to, we can't do it where I post 200 over, right? We'll see how that goes in the future. But for now, we got to be careful. So, there's 3 prizes right there. And basically you post a comic I tell you to post. And this is the one that the winners I want to post right here, the Amazing Spider-Man number 11. This nice comic right here that I've actually been stacking this comic, not for real world value or anything huge. I mean, it's John Romita's, it's kind of a key issue for sure. But I bought like 25 of these over the last couple of days because they're like under $3. And I'm working on my MCP stacks and working on my comic stacks. So I'm going to ask people who win to post this one for about 13 gems or so. As long as the price is still under 3, I might adjust that depending on if the price goes up in the next day or so. But this is a nice one that I'm stacking. So I want people to I want to buy this from you, and I'll just get it out. If you win, that's basically how it goes. And also, of course, the easy way to win right here is if you own a reserving logo, drop head that's got the reserving order or the pending logo one, you do get into this reward program, right? For sure. And then of course, any of my drop heads number 2, from the series 2, any of them, they'll get you into all my rewards. So if you own a drop head 2, you get actually into all of the rewards just with one of them, right? So this one will get you in there too. But today I'm going to give out one of these drop head 2s to get you into this program. And then that's also going to get you into the other programs like tomorrow's comic book rewards. And then we do the Veve, the Omi crypto will come on Thursday. So lots of rewards for members this week as we kind of have some fun right here. And here's the other logo right here. The other drop head I'm going to give out today. I'm going to give 2. This is a pending logo. You can see the order pending. They're Veve themed, right? And so someone in today's live stream will win that. Someone will win one of these as well. And then we'll get you some Veve gems, and you can go buy some more stuff. That's what we'll do in just a little bit right there. Not at the moment. I want to say hi to everybody. Chit chat for a little bit first, right? We'll go back to the website right here, and we'll just keep this. I want to keep this active. I'm anticipating something going on right here. I don't know if we're going to get, anything special announced today, but I'm waiting. Okay. I'm totally waiting for Lambo or something to come. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. We'll just keep it posted right there. Now, what I've been doing, because I like to always tell everybody what I'm doing, just so you see, you don't have to do the same things I'm doing, but I like to show people what I'm doing right here. I just passed I've been at this milestone before, a couple times, but I just passed the 300 comics again, after I went crazy for 6 months on Amazing Fantasy 15, all my stuff went into that comic, and I transitioned a lot out of secret rares, even though secret rares are my second favorite thing to collect on the app. But as long as AF15's there, it's always been tough for me to go and get those. So I've gone super hard into AF15, but in the last couple weeks, I've changed, adjusted my strategy a bit, because now I have 29 copies of Amazing Fantasy 15, and I picked up that ultra rare about a week and a bit ago. And so now I've been starting to go, okay, I need to stack some comics now. Just for me, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to follow this or do whatever, but I'm stacking up like, some Spider-Mans. Like I'm just focusing on, building that kind of master collector sort of stack that I want, and maybe for future burning and stuff, just slowly, I don't have huge funds to be able to do it. So I've been focusing on that. So this is the comics that I picked up in the last little bit. I did tweet out and then put in my last video. I don't know if this is really interesting to me, actually. I'm going to talk about this really quickly before I get into these Spider-Mans. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about the Spider-Mans first because this is the topic I was on. So you can see I got 25 of these, and not because this comic I think is worth a ton. I just think a Spider-Man comic under 3 gems in the app, especially from this, like Bronze Age, and with a bit of a key, thing attached to it, I think it's a decent purchase for me. Like I can stack up a decent amount right there, and then maybe later, like, maybe I burn them, or maybe I sell them for 5 or 6 or something like that, like way down the line. But I'm started to like, put some away. So I did 25 of those. I like this Spider-Man 42 because of Mary Jane and because it's a Silver Age. And I thought it really undervalued at about like between 5 and 6 gems. So I bought like 12 more of those, which is pretty cool. And then I bought a couple of Young Avengers right there. I actually, because of Kang's coming to the MCU, and this is what I'm going to talk about with the video I did yesterday, which not a ton of people have watched, and that's totally fine. I mean, I don't mind if people watch or not, but I put in this video yesterday, these Kang comics that exist in the real world. And, if you're into comic collecting, you might want to start looking at some of those, because Kang's reign in the MCU is starting like literally in a couple of days. I know he was like shown in the Loki show, but that's more like He Who Remains or Immortus, I think that actually was, which is a version of Kang, but they didn't actually say that. So, anyway, but Kang's reign in the MCU is about to start. And so, for me as a comic book collector in the real world, I'm looking at picking up key issues. So I did a whole video about that yesterday, showing you the ones to go after. But in Veve, we only have 2 that we can go after. We have Avengers 8, like everybody knows. And I own one. I only own one of those, okay? I don't have a big stack of them or anything, but I have a 3-digit of that, of the common. But I picked up a couple of these, just after I did that vid. I decided to buy a couple, just 4 right there, all 4 digits of the Young Avengers, just to sort of have. I don't have some massive stack that I'm going to start selling off or something like that. I just picked up a couple because Iron Lad is in there. And this guy over on the left-hand side, right by the fist right there, that's Kang, and that's a different version of Kang, and it's his first appearance. And so this comic actually is doing quite well in the real world too. So I did this whole vid about it yesterday. If you want to check it out, I go through all these Kang comics that you could look at buying in the real world, and I only have like 1 copy of most of them that I show. There's a few I don't have, some of the really expensive ones. Like I don't have Avengers 8, like the actual Kang first appearance, but you can pick one of those up for like $500-600, just a really low level copy, like a really beat up, ungraded copy. And, that's sort of what I do with my comic collecting these days. I don't go for the 9.8s and stuff like that on some of those big ones. I just like to have a copy of them. Right. So I showed a bunch, and they're beautiful, amazing comics, and like I said, I have one copy of most of them that I showed in the video, but we can talk about some of those today too, because that era is coming. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize, the Kang era has begun. And if you're not hyped about it, because this week coming, if you're not a Marvel fan, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm hyped. I'm jacked. I can't wait for that movie coming out. I'm going to be all in on that Ant-Man movie. I'm hitting it up. I'm going. I'm buying my tickets. I'm heading down there. We're all going to go watch. It's going to be awesome. And we'll see what Mr. Majors does. He's a great actor, you guys. Did you guys see the Super Bowl commercial yesterday with Creed? Where he's like I don't know if he's like the villain in Creed, but he's like, that movie looks awesome. Like, I'm really liking this actor. I mean, he's really great. I really appreciate it. So him as Kang, I'm just salivating. I can't wait to see that movie. So, that's just me though. That's just me. So I'm not buying a whole bunch of Kang comics on Veve or anything, because they're quite expensive. So I really can't really afford to buy a whole bunch of them. So, I decided to buy a couple of these Young Avengers. Why not? Just a few. I actually had a decent amount like months and months and months ago, because it first came out, but then I sold them like a long time ago. and just kind of like forgot about the comic. And then I was like, oh yeah, the movie's coming, right? And so anyway, I picked up one or two, but it's up to you guys if you want to do that too, right? So the other thing is I wanted to show you right here that I'm doing right here. So I picked up, so I got 25 of those, 12 of those just for me. I would recommend if you guys want to do that kind of thing, if you, like I always said, if you're preparing for Master Collector, try to pick a comic that you like, that you really like to look at. Try to pick one that's got like a first appearance, that is a decent price. I mean, if you can get a first appearance comic like under 3 gems in this app right now, if you're looking at Master Collector or any kind of stack like that, I think that's probably a pretty like smart thing to do if you're actually interested in that kind of thing for 2 reasons. One, you'll probably be able to sell them later on in the future for a few gems more each, just as they slowly get gobbled, right? And, so that's something to think about, right? But also, who knows if we'll be able to burn them or do whatever. And, just cheap comics are good. So what I actually did over the last like couple weeks is, I went through, and because I like Spider-Man so much, I literally tried to buy one copy of every Spider-Man comic that is on Veve, like every Spider-Man like self-titled comic. I didn't pick up the What If one, with the Fantastic Four yet. I haven't picked up that common yet. I didn't pick up the Marvel Team Up, with the Human Torch yet. I have owned that comic, but I didn't pick that one up. I just went for the issue like Spider-Man, all the Spectacular Spider-Man, all these ones to me are I just like them. The only reason I'm buying them is because I like them. I mean, they're not worth a lot, most of them, but they're just fun. So I went through and I was having fun looking at getting 4 digits here and there. I got the Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I picked up a nice 4-digit. The Spider-Man one, you can see all of them right here. I just went through, bought one copy of each just for fun. I've owned them all in the past at different times, but I just wanted to have them because when I go into my vault and I actually look at what I have in my collection, it makes me happy. I'm sorry. It's all about these are the comics I love. And that's the whole point of this live stream is to talk about the stuff you love in Veve, because like these are all the comics I really like. I really love these. I love all Spider-Man comics. So when I go to my vault, I want to look at them. I want to see them. For you, it might be X-Men, or it might be something else. Maybe it's, Labbits or something. I don't know. Whatever you love, right? Just, make sure it's in your vault so you can have some fun and enjoy yourself. I mean, that's kind of what we're supposed to be doing here, isn't it? It's not always about investments, flipping and making cash. Sometimes collecting is about doing what you love to collect and looking at what you like and enjoying yourself. Have you read all these comics? Like I've read all of these comics, right? And that's kind of the point of having them, right? So you can see, like, I picked up an Amazing Spider-Man, with the Chasm. I picked up a 3-digit because that was cheap. Probably, I think it would cost me about 5 gems or 6 gems. I got a Spider-Man 300, of course, and the, Carnage and all that. And I love these, this whole series with Craven, because by the way, the Craven movie is going to be coming out too. Yeah, the Puma first appearance, the Red Goblin over there. I mean, like he's coming as well, right? Morbius, of course, and there's the Black Cat. I mean, she's coming too, she's coming along. All of these, they're all super fun. I got 3 digits of all the major, more recent ones, like, the Spider-Man 2 and 4 and 31. I went and bought 3 digits of those. I had to pay a bit more for those, into 20s and something like that. But, or like something like that, close to 30 gems a piece. But now they're all climbing because they're so scarce. So, and so here's my other big stack right here. This is my more Master Collector stack. And guys, I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. I mean, you don't have to go buy these comics at all. Like, just, this is the point, right? I like this comic because it's a Silver Age and it's an uncommon and the price was really good. And I've been buying this comic for a long time. I just been slowly stacking up. I got 55 of these, nothing crazy. Like some people have thousands of comics. I only have like 55 of those. So that's sort of what I'm doing. I just wanted to share that with you guys about what I've been doing. You can see I have all the Silver Age stuff, just one of each, nothing crazy. I do have 120 Ghost Riders right here. This is my burn comic. This is my like first appearance, total speculation, under 3, like $2 burn comic. That's what that one is. And I'll add more of those too sometime, right? So that's pretty cool. I got a couple Journey into Mysteries, just one to keep and one to sell later. I have, like, if I scroll down here, sorry if I'm scrolling like really quickly right here, but if I come down here a little bit more, I got 22 Amazing Fantasy uncommons, so I'll keep adding to that. I got 5 of the commons. You know, I just added the ultra rare, which is pretty cool. This is the only Kang comic I own. I only own this one issue, just one copy of the common at a 3-digit level, and I had to pay about $260 for it because I wanted a 3-digit. So I don't own these other variants at the moment. I don't own the uncommon or the rare, but one day I'll grab those again. I really love the uncommon, actually. I like this ridiculous cover, and it's gone up a lot. It was, last time I looked at this a while ago, it was about 70, 75 or so. Now it's 100. So as you can see, as we get closer to this movie and Kang's, you know, dominance that's coming in the MCU, it's going to be super fun. So that's sort of what I'm doing. Now, the other thing when it comes to collectibles is what I did is I actually bought both of these in the past week and a bit, because I mean, if you looked at the ultra rare, it's just, it's just killing it, right? So like, I mean, look at Miles Morales. I bought this one. It's $3.95 right now. So I bought this one for $3.50 about a week ago. Okay, so I picked that one up because I didn't have the hoodie and I had the ultra rare for the longest time. So I wanted the hoodie. And then I was just so tempted. Okay, I bought a 3-digit. This one actually came on the floor. It's not, I mean, it's not hard to get a 3-digit because it's only 1,700 of these. But I picked this one up for $3.89 like about 4 or 5 days ago or something like that. And so I got two now. So one's to hold, one's to sell later or whatever. Maybe I'll just hold both. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I picked up the Vader set. I completed that again. I don't have a ton of collectibles, just 20. You know, I only got the stuff that I really love there. The Miles Morales is the only one that I have as something that I'll sell later potentially because I have two, right? So one to keep, and I'll keep the 3-digit one. I bought the 4-digit one first, and then I saw a 3-digit a bit later at $3.89. So I decided I'm going to pick that one up. It's not, like I said, a huge 3-digit, but here's my stuff right here. Nothing super crazy, but look at this guy right here. 723 gems. Oh my God. That's wild, right? I'm actually, and I'm not even kidding you guys, and I want your advice about this. And I hate to even say it. I hate to even say this, okay, because I haven't done it yet, but I got my Todd over here, okay? And I'm like, I love Todd, okay? Like, it's the first, you know, NFT on the app. It's Todd, okay? It's Todd. I mean, Todd, right? And, but I could get another ultra rare Miles Morales. And if I add just a little bit of gems, I could actually get a hoodie with it for the price of the Todd or somewhere close to it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh, they're so like, because of their scarcity, people just love Miles on this app, you know, and like, look at Todd again. And I love, like, I don't want to sell him, right? I want to keep him, of course, because it's Todd, right? But look at this, you know, if you go to the listings on, there's 93 listed, you know, like people, look at this. There's a, you know, what's going to happen with this guy over time? They added Blue Todd, you know, and so someone comes to the app, you know, like some future person we haven't met yet. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, look, there's Blue Todd. It's a single solo set. It looks really great. And it's going for like, I don't know, $200 or something like that. Or you could buy the original Todd for like 1,000. You know, I wonder what people are going to do with this because there's a lot of people selling this and not selling it for much. I mean, under 1,000 for, I would never want to sell it for that. But, you know, maybe people are buying into other stuff. I don't know what's going on with that. But to me, it's very interesting. So, you know, my plan is to obviously keep my Todd. I bought this one like, you know, I mean, I bought it like, how long ago did I buy this? I was super excited about it too. Made a video, but I still love it. I mean, like I love it to death right there, right? But sometimes you get in your head to think about making moves. You know, I paid $2,050 for it and I bought it like in the springtime. So, you know, I mean, I'm going to keep it, you guys. Don't worry. I just like, you know, these are the things that pop in your head because you see stuff like, and we haven't even talked about Voltron yet, but we see stuff, you know, like the Miles Morales sitting there, like one of the only things on the app that continues to just go up and up and up, you know, well, everything else is kind of holding pattern right now. Not a lot of stuff has crashed anymore. I think we've kind of, I don't know for sure. I mean, nobody knows for sure, but it looks like we may have hit the floor on a ton of stuff, you know, because stuff seems to be kind of going the other direction just a little bit, just here and there over the whole course of 2023 so far. And not much has really continued to drop, you know. I mean, Vader's kind of stabilized a bit for sure, around 600 and something. You know, but the hoodie, like, I mean, the Miles just keeps going up. just slowly, and we'll see where that goes. So these things pop into your head. Like, do I sell that and buy a couple of those, ride them up, maybe sell one, get the Todd back? But as soon as I do that, Todd will go to 2,000. You know, I just know it. That's my luck, right? So sometimes I just got to stick with the stuff I got. Anyway, let's get to the chat. How you guys doing today? I'm spreading the love right here for Veve. While a lot of other people are spreading hate, we're going to spread some love right here. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. You know, let's send David you a Valentine's card. Daniel, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming in. Don't worry, I'm not watching to be an influence. I'm watching to watch. Oh, yeah. To be influenced. Yeah, for sure. We won't talk about any of that. It's all good. Delilah, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping in for sure. I'm still loving that nice little, you know, I got my, I would normally be drinking out of the Hawaiian cup you guys sent me, but it's actually, I used it already and it's actually in the dishwasher. So that's all good. Bob Sales, how you doing? We love Veve and we love you, my favorite positive person. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And Bob Sales, nice job on the videos on your channel, man. You're really coming along. You got the background in there now. Guys, check out Bob Sales' channel. He's doing some good vids. I really love it. We need some progress for people to cling to. And very soon, some are done waiting. Now, it's sad to see. Yeah, I did a whole thing about patience. 4 days ago, I did a live stream, and I ranted kind of a lot in that. If you guys want to watch me rant a little bit again, you know, not in an angry way, but I made a lot of, you know, 4 days ago on my live stream, I was kind of like, you know, I was talking about a comic. I was talking about a comic book that I bought, you know, like years ago that came out in 1991 that didn't increase in value till like 2018, you know, and you got to be patient with some of this stuff, right? And so, you know, I was talking about it and I was like, you can't wait a couple of months. I mean, come on, right? So let's just go over. I think there's an announcement. Is there an announcement right here? Let's go. What's going on right here? What's going on? Is there an announcement? Oh, another comic book right here. Let's check it out. The first in-story appearance of Shuri as the Black Panther. So there we go. Another comment. I'm sorry, another comic that's coming. That is, you know, Black History Month tied to the movie. That's pretty cool. So there we go. Shuri as the Black Panther. Her first appearance is that. That's pretty cool. Black Panther number 5. Okay, well, let's check this out. Let me just go right over. I talked about the Static comic already. In case you guys are wondering, go back to the beginning of my stream right here. I get a full breakdown of the Static character comic that's coming to DC this week. And I'll actually splice that out as its own video and re-upload it. That way people can see it. Because a lot of people have showed up at the live stream here probably after I talked about that. But this is interesting right here. Let's check it out. I don't know the value of this comic in the real world, but it looks beautiful. I mean, look at that cover right there. If that's the ultra rare over on the left, that's the one that I like. Look at that over there. And then the rare and the ultra rare to me are gorgeous, right? And then look the secret rare over there looks pretty cool. So let's check this out. So this is Black Panther number 5. Okay, so here's the Static info if you're interested in that character. That's the one that DC is putting out. So let's check this out. Let's go Black Panther number 5. Okay, let's check it out. Here it is right here. Let's go buy now. Okay, let's see where we go. Oh, but let's go lowest price. Let's go low. Actually, you know what? Is this from 2009? Thanks for the announcement, by the way. Yeah, this is 2009. Okay, let's actually narrow the search. 2009, and let's go to the solds right here because you know this is just for reference, you guys, just to see sort of what's going on. Okay, so sold for like $29 right there a couple days ago. This one, a raw copy, 48, 38, 50, 76. Okay, this is all this is January, November. Let's actually let's go by ended recently. Okay, then we'll get the most recent price. So 9.6 sold like literally today for $150. So there you go. So not worth a whole ton, you know. There's a 9.8 sold for maybe about 300 or so right there. 133 for like about $150 for a 9.6. Let's check this out right here. Somebody bought this, okay, with $50 shipping. So a 9.8. There we go. Shuri becomes the new Black Panther. Morlum and Death appearance. That's pretty cool. Looks good. So that's going to be fun. So I don't know. You guys into this? You guys into this comic? You know, we'll see what happens. There you go. I like that rare and ultra rare though. That's pretty cool for sure. You know, Double Quill is here. How you doing, Double Quill? Good to see you today. Hey, Dano. Loving your new blogs. Keep doing them, Double Quill. Yeah, there you go, Double Quill. Got some blogs, doing some great stuff. There's so many great people putting out some good information and stuff and opinions, right? Good morning, MC and Drawbeds. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming into the chat again today, for sure. Good to see you. We got Bones B. How you doing, Bones? Good to see you today, for sure. Smarty Pants is here. Morning, MC. 167 sets and counting. Oh, my God. 167 sets. Almost 1,700 collectibles and 1,700 comics. Vault value of comics is about a quarter of my total vault value. I like that distribution. Can't wait for MCP ranks. Holy smokes. I'm sitting over here. I just passed my 300 comics, you know, because I was like putting like so much into AF15, right? So, you know, that's incredible, Smarty Pants. You're doing great. Wow. I can't wait to see the MCP rank that you're going to have. Blinky Blink, how you doing? Good to see you today. Growler's in the house. Good morning. How you doing? Yada Dog is here. Oh, man, Yada Dog with those beasts. I should have bought one of those beasts at 0.4 ETH. My goodness. You know, I should have bought one of those. I was thinking about, I've been in a lot of projects on the open sea, though, where I bought in at the wrong time, and it's just tanked after that. And it's not all about value or anything like that, but, you know, I wanted to wait for, like, a good opportunity. And then they did this whole thing on the Beast project, you know, Kid Called Beast, where, like, they said if you don't list, you qualify for, like, giveaways or whatever, or raffles. And so people, like, delisted. And now it's like up like the one point whatever ETH, you know. So it's really smart by the owners of that project to incentivize delisting and non-selling. I mean, it's kind of, the only thing is they got to keep that going. Otherwise, people are going to start taking profits. So I'm just still watching it. It looks a really cool. I actually did the quiz, actually. I did the quiz about a Kid Called Beast of like what I would be. And I came up as like one of the athletes and, of course, one of the artists. I mean, that's my background, right? Look at my Lakers hat. That doesn't mean I'm an athlete if I wear a hat, but that's my background. I coach basketball and I play all. I don't talk about it a lot, but of course, graphic design is my true job, right? So those two things came up. A lot of people like were guessing, you know, because I did it in a Twitter space, guessing what I would be, and they were completely wrong. But it was lots of fun right here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got the biggest bros in the house. How you doing, biggest bro? We'll get you on the channel one day, my friend. We'll get you up here. It's a safe place. It's a fun place. It's all our friends, so we'll get you up here right here. Static Shock. Yeah, Static Shock. It's an interesting character that DC's releasing, and it's actually because there's, like I said, an animated show coming, a film, and so we'll see what they do. It's real Miles Morales vibes, you know, like New York City, you know, like. And if you look at the character, they've written this, they base the character a lot upon like Peter Parker, sort of kind of like that kind of a character, a teenager, you know, comes to power, not born with power, that kind of thing, you know, and what he does with it. Pretty cool. Interesting to see what they'll do, right? So for sure, right? Beats, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping in right here. Good to see you. Carlos, I love Veve. I do too. And guess what? You're allowed to love Veve, everybody. I just want to put that out there. Some people are going to try to tell you not to. Don't listen to them if you really do love this platform. You know, it's not 100% perfect. It's fine. We're getting somewhere, right? But there's a lot of people right now, not a lot. Actually, there's a tiny amount of people, just a small amount of people trying to tell you, you know, don't bother with this platform. You know, up to you if you want to listen to them, but they can't stop us, you guys. We can't be stopped, okay? When you're number one, people come after you, and it's true. And not a lot of horrible points being made necessarily. A lot of truth to what some people are saying lately. Veve has its problems, but you're allowed to love the platform. I do. And I love the community actually even more than I love the comics. I love the collectibles. I love the platform. I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to? Yeah, I am. I'm allowed to, and so are you. So, you know, stand up and be proud about it if you are. If it ain't raining, how you doing? You made it on the live stream. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Duck and Covers here. How you doing? We're doing great, man. We're having fun. It's almost Valentine's Day, you guys. It's almost Valentine's Day. Blinky Blink. How's it going? Good to see you again with the little blue heart. I mean, it all ties into Veve's, branding. Collectors at heart. Valentine's Day. Very, very strategic launch for sure. Duck and Cover. Screw everyone who's in love. Nah, you're all right. Screw them all. How you doing, Sec? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming into the chat right here. Tune in tomorrow, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have lots of comic book rewards to go out. There we go, for sure. Justin, when White History Month and all the good white people have done. That's kind of a weird comment, you know? I think it's a very broad statement right there. Dr. Strange, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Duck and Cover. Man, I got to stop being lazy and get on these projects. It's so much fun faffing about. Faffing. That's a new term I haven't heard. Faffing. You're faffing about. Kind of like that. I think I like that. What is it? Should I like that? I don't know. $100 says Alex bombs you with Lambo on the stream. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be awesome though. Alex, if you're watching, come on here and drop Lambo. Not for my views or anything. I just want Lambo to come to the app. Drop it anywhere you want. Tweet it. Text it. Live stream it. Have Corey announce it on the Veve YouTube channel. Put it in the Discord. Instagram it. Facebook it. I don't care. Just drop Lambo, please. Then we can see what it's all about and have some fun, do some racing. Mark, how you doing? Thanks. You love Veve. You're allowed to love Veve, everybody. There we go. Duck and Cover. You're kidding. You don't have 100. Yeah. Be careful. I almost took that bet. Oh, you're waiting for people to buy your stuff on the marketplace. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everybody has a bit to sell right here, right? For sure. Veve Dell, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping into the live stream today. Morning, MC. Hope you and the Veve fam is doing well. I'm down here in Baja, California, eating some breakfast and watching you live. Dude, that is amazing. Thanks for coming into the live stream and sharing where you are. Where is everybody tuning in from anyway? A lot of you I know kind of where you are for sure, but where are you tuning in from? Is it nighttime for you? Are you around the world? That's the thing. I'm telling you, some people may not like this, but we're spreading the love right now and not manufactured. True love right here for our platform that we love so much. And you know what? Not everything that you love is perfect. But sometimes the flaws, all that stuff, it makes up what you love. It's all of it. It's together. It's the journey. You got to love the journey that we're on right here for sure, right? Well, hopefully it turns out really well. But in the meantime, I'm liking my comics, right? Straight out of my bed. Hey, everyone, anyone else watching FF52 climbing? Yeah, it's slowly climbing. Here's the crazy thing. So like I said, we talked about this comic right here. We went on eBay, right here, like I said. You want a 9.8, about 250 US. You can pick one up right there. See that? Beauty, an absolute beauty. It's pretty cool. It's a climbing comic. I think it had its high. It was actually higher before the movie announcement, which is, right here. But you can check that one out for sure. It looks like a pretty cool release right there. Kind of fun, right? For sure. But in Veve, yeah, if you actually go to, Fantastic Four 52, these are I only own 2 copies of this book, you guys. I don't own 55 copies of these. Buy, everybody, because I got 55 copies and I want to sell a few. We don't do that here. Okay, so right here, 27. And here's the key though, right? There's 404 of them. Now, if we go back right here, check it out. A couple days ago, okay, this was over 1,000 listings. I think 1,100 or so. Okay. Now we're down to 865. This is the same pattern that happened with Jim 83. slowly but surely, it's getting slowly eaten up. And the price is just, whether it climbs or not, I don't know. It's probably going to stabilize around this point until we start to get down around 100, and we'll see where it goes from there, right? But there's always going to be people who are going to drop in one. Maybe they bought it at 22 or 21. Now they're going to like drop it in the market, take a 1 gem profit. Who knows? We'll see where this one goes, right? But it's slowly climbing, right? Duck and cover. I've learned recently that only the way to make money in this market is 70 commons ATA time. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways to make money. That's what everybody should be focusing on. Not talking about stuff that's not going right with the app, talking about ways to actually, benefit from what's going on in the app right now, right? For sure. And stack the good long-term stuff. I swear 5 minutes ago, I picked up an Ecto 1 for 68. Ooh, did the Ecto 1 climb? I haven't looked yet. Shuri's the Black Panther. Yeah, that was a cool movie. I saw it on Disney Plus. I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it on Disney Plus with my family. My son saw it in the theater with his whole class. They all went to it. So we didn't go to the theater like the next day because, he would have seen it twice in a row right away. And so, it was good, man. It was good. And the cool thing is they kept the Black Panther himself intact for the future because, for me, like the Black Panther, I love Shuri. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But I actually really like the Black Panther himself. I mean, he just looks amazing, right? So it's cool that we'll get him again in the future, with his son, right? So, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm sorry, it's been out for months. So like, there we go. The prices are interesting now. Some things are well off bottom. Others are not moving, still slipping. Yeah, it's interesting. We haven't had a lot of stuff like fully going and crazy down to the you have to look at the amount listed and you have to look at like how thin some of the floors are, but it's been like that for a long time. And it's actually really interesting, you guys, because if you look at like, this is what I was doing. Okay. So this comic here, not like I said, I'm not telling anyone to buy this. You don't have to, please don't. Okay. Please don't buy it. That way I can slowly stack up more of them. It's not because this comic's worth a ton in the real world. It's got okay value. It's a key issue and because of the artist, of course. But the fact that it's like 3 gems, I mean, it's $269. Okay. Now, and it's a super limited. So, this is what and by the way, if I go on the web app, I can't buy it. Look, it doesn't work. I can't buy it on the web app. It doesn't show the listing. So I'm not allowed to buy this on the web app, apparently. We're still in beta. We're still glitchy here. I'm using Chrome. And I can't see any. Where are the listings? I thought there was some for sale. Maybe it's sold out. By the way, one day, you guys, this could actually happen with a comic where you go and there's nothing available. Isn't that going to be an interesting day? I mean, probably never, but look, it's at $269. There's 6,000 of them. So like, Spider-Man. So that's my decision. And then on this one too, the uncommon's just a little bit higher. And it goes to 3 pretty quickly, right? So I'll wait now. This is what I'll do. I'll wait. I buy a bunch of those up, okay, or something like that. I was looking for like a target like that, because I was already buying, if I went down here, if I was already buying up this comic here for like $4 and $5, because it's way more valuable comic, way more key comic. So I was buying this one up for MCP. Every time it would drop around 5 or just under, I would snag one. And I've been doing this for months, like a couple months. And it's been a nice stack now that I got. So now I'm kind of, I want another one too, because that one's now up at like 6. It's almost at 7 gems. So I want to stack at 3 or just under 3. Now that my Amazing Fantasy stack is pretty solid, I do have to add a couple of more. I'm adding a couple more Amazing Fantasies at some point, but I got to hurry up here, I think, because I mean, I've watched it over the last couple of days. This is my uncommon stack right here. I've watched it over the last couple of days. Now it's at 283. Okay, it goes up and down. Believe me, I'm hyper focused on this. I watch it daily. It goes up and down a bit. 250, 260, 265, 250 is where I want to buy at. And I bought a few in the last few weeks, when they reach around 250, but now it's up to 283 again. Once it starts to get close to 300, then, you know, the dollar cost averaging for me is like not as attractive. I mean, 250 for this one. I mean, okay, I'll take it. You know, I'll move mountains to get one. So I'm doing that right there. And then, like I said, I bought the ultra rare, so I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, enough about what I'm doing right here. Andrew, how you doing? Kang will be huge. Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars are coming. I know. So like, okay. So I want to hold on a second here. Let me just. I want to show this, you guys. Okay, you don't have to go watch the video I just did at all, but like, I want to show this. Are you guys cool with me showing the Kang comics? Look, I want people to get into comic collecting in the real world, okay? And not because I have stacks of these. I'm not selling any of these. I have these comics, but there's our comic we have right there. There's the Young Avengers with Iron Lad. There's Iron Lad, okay? In case you didn't see my video, he is in Young Avengers. That's Kang. That is Kang. It's a first appearance. It's right there in the app. And in the real world, you can pick up that comic for about 125 bucks. This comic here. Very key issue with tons of like first appearances, right? We talked about that. But look at this one right here. So this comic right here, this is Avengers number 11, the first time Spider-Man interacts with the Avengers. So this comic was very popular a couple of years ago when Captain America Civil War came out, because, you know, that's when Spider-Man first showed up and he was battling with the Avengers. But this is the second appearance of Kang ever. He's in this comic. You can pick up a raw copy, just a beater for a couple $100. You know, it's a key issue. It might be one you might want to get. And then this is a comic right here, Immortus. This is another first appearance of a Kang character. You know, this is the older version of Kang. You find out much later. They don't say in here that he is Kang, but you find out much later that he is. You can pick up a raw copy of this one, like a real beater, you know, like, you know, something you can read for about 150 or so, right? Somewhere around that range. I own this one as well. I own both of these, okay? This one I don't own. I'm going to try to get it. This is Ramatut. So this is actually before Avengers 8 came out. This comic came out. This is Kang as well. This is when he goes all the way back to ancient Egypt and does some stuff, and the Fantastic Four has to get a hold of him. And he's another variant, right? And so you find it out later. This is Fantastic Four 19. This one's a bit more expensive, around 300 bucks or so for a really beater copy. This comic I do own right here. This is Avengers 23, one of the more famous Kang covers of all time. And you can pick this one up for about 100 bucks. I mean, I'm not telling you guys to go buy comics, but I mean, go buy this comic. I mean, you know, the era of Kang is happening right in front of our face. So I'm just, you know, I'm looking at this one again. I already own this one. It's the first appearance of Ravonna as well. You know, the lady from the Loki show that like runs kind of the whole organization there. And like in the comic, they, you know, Kang's in love with her, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's a beautiful comic. And then you can pick up this comic. I own this one as well. This is Avengers 2 King Size Annual from 1967. The Scarlet Centurion is another version of Kang. Afterwards, he gets this body armor thing. There's a few variants of him for sure, right? And this is a great one. The original Avengers battle the new Avengers, in this whole battle that Kang orchestrates it all. Well, it's Scarlet Centurion. It's still Kang. That's another first appearance. About 75 bucks. You can pick that up cheap. Then you can get this new comic right here for like 20 bucks. This is Avengers 2. This has got all the Kang variants on the cover for you, so you can see them all. You know, just there's Ramatut. There's Iron Lad. There's Scarlet Centurion right there. There's Immortus, and there's Kang. So this is a really cool issue right here. You can pick that one up. Then if you want, I did this whole video about this yesterday, right? But I'm summarizing it here because I'm excited about Kang. Look at this is a series 267, 268, 269 of Avengers. These are nice, cheap comics. Like, they're decently valued. They're cheap. You can pick them up. Sometimes you find a seller who's selling all three at once. This is the Council of Kangs, which is a whole bunch of Kangs. We're going to probably see that in the MCU. So this is a nice little three-parter you can get, you know, which is really great. And in this last one right here, you get Immortus's like origin story right there, which is cool. Then you got this one right here, Avengers 129. This is another amazing Kang cover, and the Vision's all mad at him and stuff. And one of the more famous Kang covers of all time from the Bronze Age, 1974. I mean, you can pick this one up for about 60 bucks. You know, just like a beater, right? Like nothing, not insanely beat up, like burnt or something, but just, you know, just a raw copy, right? You don't have to go all crazy. And then this one right here is more recent. This is his first solo series. Finally, after all these years, he gets his own comic book, and you can pick this one up for a 9.8 if you wanted to go graded on this one and go to the highest level for about 125 bucks or something like that. But all this stuff, I'm just telling you, if you're a comic book collector, have some fun, right? You know, you don't have to get any of this stuff. I'm just saying, right? You know, I just wanted to show that. Okay. I did a whole video about it. I'm pretty excited about it. And, you know, the funny thing is you do a video about like real world comics and like, you know, not a lot of people are watching that vid. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. You know, I see my stats on some videos and it always surprises me which ones are viewed and which ones aren't, you know. If I get up and I rave about a Veve transparency space, I get huge views. If I make a video about real world comics of Kang right before his movie comes out, it's funny, right? It's really funny, but this is, you know, we're still getting collectors here in the app. We're still building our community, right? So G43, how you doing? Hey, new Black Panther. Yeah, we just saw that. Thanks a lot. That's awesome. You got to adopt Crypto Pro strat. Pay attention to 5 or 6 things that have volatile prices and see the range they drop versus the range they pump. Yeah, there's all sorts of strategies for sure. Buy at 9, sell at 12. Wait till it drops. Buy at 9, all of them. Yeah, there's all sorts of, this is the thing, right? There's all sorts of ways you can benefit with what's going on in the market in Veve and sentiment and not. So there's all sorts of things you can do here instead of just whining, right? You can just like see the opportunities ahead of you, right? While we all wait for this thing to see what happens, right? Fabio, how you doing? Thanks for popping in today for sure, right? Bill's here. Just picked up another MC1 common, one of my faves. Yeah, I know, right there. Look, there's a mat. I got my Marvel Comics one. I got it at a 4-digit. I wanted to find one. I waited like literally, excuse me. Excuse me. I waited like, I don't know, like almost a month for my price on this one to pop in. Someone dropped one about 8 or 9 gems above the floor on a 4-digit for the, like, I've been looking at that one. It was, the floor was like 50, 51. And the closest 4-digit was like 70 to 75 to 80 for like a whole month, all in the beginning of this, like literally more than a month, because I've been trying to get complete. There's the last one I needed to complete my 3 or 4-digit gold and silver age run that I'm just doing for myself. And so I was waiting and waiting on it, and I picked it up. I had to pay 63. I got it for 63, but man, there's not a lot. No one's selling 4-digits of these ones, right? You know, we go scroll down here. If there's another 4-digit here somewhere, let's check it out. I don't think so. Look at that. See, I would do this every day, you guys. There's one at 68. That's not so bad, but I got mine at 63, and there's one at 69 right there. So, but when I was looking, like, it would go into the 70s and stuff, all the way up into the 80s. And I was like, okay. So, you know, I had to wait, but that's just a bit of patience, you know, and I paid a bit more for it, but if I sold it in the market, it would do all right. I think it would do all right, but I didn't necessarily pick it up to sell it, right? So double quilt, I should do a bit of casual flipping, but every time I get gems, I see really low item that can finish the set and cave, and then I don't want to let it go. Yeah, I know. Every time I try to do flipping, you guys, man, it doesn't work out that well for me. I got to be honest. It doesn't usually work out that well for me right here. List your Vader ultra rares. No, never. I never list my Vader. Okay, I got my Vader on the drop right there. Look at this guy. Beauty. I got him on the drop. Look, I paid 80. Okay, he's worth, what is he worth? 600. Yeah, that's almost a 10x. I'm happy with that. I'm going to keep that. I don't need to sell him. I like that spread, and he's my Vader. I'm the original minter of this Vader. You know, I can't sell him right now. I don't know if I'll ever be able to sell him, to be honest. And my Boba Fett ultra rare. Look at him. Look at this beauty. Look at my price, 80. Floor price, 88. Oh, jeez. Oh my God, you guys. I don't understand. It's Boba Fett. Oh, will they ever learn? It's fine, guy. I'm just kidding around, but I'm not going to sell him. Look, I got him on the drop. I minted this Boba. He's mine. Okay. There'd be no benefit to selling him. And then look, there's Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I minted this one too. He's sitting at 43. Look, I paid 80. Because I love it. That's what this is all about, my friends. Love. You love the yellow hat. Yeah, thanks. Actually, I haven't worn this one too much. You know, my Lakers are going to start picking it up, you guys. We're getting into the stretch run here after the All-Star game. Let's go. Let's go. Laker time. Right to the playoffs, everybody. Made some trades, made some moves. You know, looking good. I got this hat down at Decon, so I was handing out T-shirts, right? And I thought it'd be easier if people saw the yellow hat. Because I said, come find me at Decon. I'll give you a free drop head shirt. I handed out, I think, like, what did I hand it out? Like 15 of those or something. So I had to wear the hat so people could see me, you know, because it was crowded in there, right? So there we go. Daniel, comment, that's a good buy. I would have both. You would hold both. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Miles Morales that I got? Yeah. Yeah. The hoodie's your favorite, Bill. Yeah. I love the hoodie. I didn't have it for a long time. I actually bought the hoodie first when it first came out of Miles. Okay. I bought it first, and then I sold him within a day or so for the ultra rare. I went and sold it, and then I was like, I went into the ultra rare, and that was right in the first week. Because I just, you know, even though everyone was talking about the hoodie and loved the hoodie because of the Jordans and stuff, and a lot of people thought maybe the hoodie was going to be worth more than the ultra rare, and it for a time period they were very close. And then I just thought, well, no, the ultra rare's got 1,000 of them, so I went into that, and then I didn't get the hoodie again until literally last week because I was buying AF-15s the whole time, right? So you don't like it yet, I know. You're saving up. Don't say anything, everybody. You know, Womp. You got the ultra rare on the drop. Nicely done, for sure. If it ain't ready, keep your Todd. Yeah, let me keep my Todd. You know, I don't know. Like, why are people selling their Todds? What do you have like 10 of them? Probably. There's 7,500 of them, right? You can see the thinking, right? So you sell your Todd, you buy an ultra rare Miles Morales hoodie, ultra rare Miles Morales and the hoodie. You know, for close to the same, you could get both. You'd have to pay a little bit more. So like, okay, so it's 700 plus. Yeah, you'd have to add another like 150 gems now, but maybe like 2 weeks ago, you could have done it. You could have traded your Todd for one of each of those. And I don't know, you know, it just looks like that those ones are going to go up for sure. You got to have the hoodie. There you go. Todd's a long play. 100%. I mean, he was 11,000 at one point. We all know that's probably not going to go up to there again anytime soon, obviously. Todd under 1,000 is a crazy price. Yeah, I think we're gotten used to it though, right? You know, and for sure. Never understood why people held Todd in such high regard. Well, it's because he's the first appearance of Batman, okay? The first ever NFT done by Veve. So people always forget, it's the first appearance of Batman ever, okay? So that's why, right? You know, and some people don't hold it in high regard because it's not animated. You know, it's also a Todd McFarlane. So, I mean, for me, I mean, it's easy to hold it in high regard, right? So, new plan. I'd honestly sell that Todd you have just to get a lower mint. Yeah, I thought about playing that game too. Sell it and then look for a lower mint and all that. I mean, that's something you could do. I've done that before. You know, if I go into my collection, and if I go to my Todd mint, isn't exactly super great. 6630. I mean, it's not low. You know, it's pretty high. And if I actually look in the market, you know, 7,000, 5,000, 3,000, you know, 5,000, 28. There's an 1162. That's decently low. That's close to the 3-digit. But, you know, then it starts to go up. There's a 3-digit there for 1,200, right? So, you know, I don't know. You know, hey, I hear what you're saying, new plan, but yeah. First on the app thing. Yeah. The question we're having is, are people going to care about that in 3 years from now? I don't know. I hope they do. I think they should. And it's FA Batman. Andrew, Todd versus Miles is like having to choose your favorite child. I know, so I'm not even gonna do it. I've been, you know, I just see that Miles ultra rare and I go, damn, just climbing, right? So between those two, you choose Miles. Like, that's the question. If you had none right now, and I hate to do this, like, you know, I shouldn't even do that, but we can talk about it. It's all good. If you had enough to buy either one right now, which would you buy? Would you buy the Todd at this price, or would you buy the Miles Morales Ultra Rare? What would you do? Look, it's a tough question. 723. Okay, that's the floor. And let's click on the floor right here. Let's actually go to the market. Let's go. We haven't even talked about Voltron here. I'll talk about that in a sec because I actually did well on the drop there. Where is Miles? Where is he? Where's Miles? Come on, Miles. Oh, God. Happens every time. I can't get him. Is he here? Miles, where is he? There he is. Okay, there you go. Okay, click on him. Okay, in the market. Let's go. Okay, 62 for sale. Yeah, there you go. Nice pricing right there. There's a decent amount at that level. You know, there was a lower edition right here. Oh no, there it is, number 214. So 2 listings have popped up since this one. This one was the lowest one, 725. Interesting, right? I take Duck and Cover. I take 100 Mojo JoJo's over Todd every day of the week and twice on Sundays. 100 Mojo JoJo's. You would have some liquidity there. Fabio, I think you have a good eye for quality MC. Go with your gut feeling. Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I've done pretty good, with the stuff I buy here on the app, so. Want Madness, I'm going to crypto gem and snag something. Crypto to gem. There's a few people have been let into the beta testing. Hopefully everything goes great and it just rolls through. It's going to take a couple weeks because they're going through those stages. Remember, they put out that article about what they do. They invite a certain amount, and then the next week they invite more. Then the next week they invite more. And then by the 4th week, everything goes well, the functionality gets launched on the public. So usually we've had, some sort of delay in the middle there because they found like something. At least they said they have some sort of like glitch that happens in their testing. So then it goes back, and, I like to believe that. Okay. So we'll see, right? Duck and Cover. Angry Aaron does not compute. I never get fully angry. I just get like, are you serious? It's all about the loves today. There we go. VV Dell, I own 3 Miles Morales hoodies as for right now. Thinking about buying 2 more or go for the ultra rare. Yeah, that's whatever you choose to do, man. I mean, 723 for this one. Okay. And the hoodie, what's the hoodie at again? Like 395. So that's like almost half price. Do you think that this one should be worth more? I think so. I think this one should catch up to the ultra rare. That was why I bought 2 of them in the last week and a bit, just because that's what I'm thinking, right? So you probably hit the buy button for fun. Yeah, there we go. Elvin, how you doing? Good to see you today. Let us know when your next live stream is. You had your first one a little while ago. Everybody support the new content creators. They're making good stuff, having some fun. Duck and Cover. Surely we must be getting something better than this soon. I don't know. We'll see. Black Panther with Shuri's first appearance as, not her first appearance, but her first time as a Black Panther. That rare and ultra rare cover looks rad to me. Those look nice. Look at that. That's a pretty cool cover too right there. I mean, this comic's not worth a ton in the real world at this moment. It's still so new, and it's a newer comic. And we'll see where they take her and how far she goes as Black Panther, before they actually go back to her, like his son to take over, because that's what's going to happen eventually. There we go. Bob Sales. I can't wait, of course, but a lot are losing patience. But we still all win in the end. That's here. And thanks for the shout outs. I'm just here to watch. I appreciate any love. Yeah, for sure. Like losing patience. Oh, God. You know how long it took some of my stuff to go up in value? I mean, I said it in my last live stream. Maybe I'm just from a different time, you guys. Maybe I'm just born in a different era. I'm not the most patient man in the world. I want stuff now, just like everybody else. But come on. What has it been, 2 years that this app has existed? I mean, like, what? You can't wait a couple months? What are you doing here? Honestly, right? Now. I want it now. I want everything now. Now, they have promised things and not delivered, and that pisses people off. Okay? So, 100%, folks. No one's denying that. That's for sure. Kobe Collects is in the house. How you doing, Kobe? Thanks for popping in today. Good to see you. Loving your streams again. There was a time where you weren't streaming for a while. I think it was months and months and months ago. And I miss those streams at night where you're just hanging out, opening packs and like doing so. And now I'm like watching again in the background and with the music you got. It's a good place to be. I love it. Double cool. No information in my blog, just humor about the Veve experience. Yeah, man, share it. I love it for sure. There we go. Kobe's in the house. Oh my God. All chat gaming with the fire and the smoke. Cali Surf. I like the T'Challa Storm cover. Very cool. Very, very cool. That one is really nice. 100%. It's very cool. Look at that. Gorgeosity. I mean, they all look fantastic, right? So Static Shock was a fun show. Yeah. And they have a new movie kind of coming out, right? Like they have a movie coming of that. So like, in case you missed the beginning of the live stream, okay, like, so we'll just go back to it really quick because I did this whole thing. Rewind and go back and watch the beginning. We talked about this on DC NFT. This is how I started the live stream. I'm going to chop it out and I'll put it up as its own vid because, it's all about DC. But this is Static right here. And I went onto eBay and I showed you how much it's worth. And it's okay. And I went to the information about the character. New York City, kind of like a Spider-Man sort of story. Again, with the character that's like, a teenager grown up with Black History Month. It's like super timing is right there. And then there's a show being developed of the character for DC, like an animated show, and kind of giving me Miles Morales, Spider-Man vibes. And they talk about that too. I mentioned earlier that they base kind of the character's development and sort of story kind of like on a Peter Parker sort of level. Teenager, who gets powers and like doesn't know what to do with them and all that kind of stuff. And it's an interesting character and not super famous or popular, but this is what happens. Like, we'll see what they do with this character over on DC, with Mr. Gunn over there. Let's see what they do, because if they give this character, it's a pretty cool character. If they give this character like a cool show, then suddenly the comic book starts to kind of gain value. And people there's a bunch of listings on eBay. They're aware of the show. People in the comic book world, you can pick up a 9.8 for a couple $100 and or a little bit less than that. So anyway, I talked about that at the whole beginning of the show. So if you guys are interested in that, just rewind the vid right here, or just wait for me to upload the other one, right? So there we go. Molly, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Good afternoon, MC. Just wanted to make a comment on all the FUD. It's important to listen to the language people are using. People are over leveraged and selling and leaving because of Veve's mistakes. Yeah, it's like I've been saying for the last week, okay? It's really about how you spend your time. Okay? Everybody's in the same situation. Okay? Some people are taking advantage, some people are dwelling. It's just like that in life, no matter where you are in life. Some people move forward, take advantage, assess the situation, look for the opportunities. Those are winners. People who dwell and sit around and complain and, those people do not win. Okay? It does nothing for you. It's good to do it a bit. We all want to vent. We all want to kind of, put stuff out. But there's some people who just dwell. Now, that's not meaning here are the problems. Like, let's come up with some solutions. Let's push Veve forward. Let's get them going. Let's try to make them answer for some of this stuff. Not that. That's great. That's what the community needs to do. You need to get there, good info, show some stuff, talk about the issues, push Veve to do better. All that kind of stuff is great. Recognize what's going wrong. But dwelling and dwelling and dwelling and dwelling and dwelling, I don't have time for that. I don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay? If you're just tuning in, that's not what we do. Not here. We like, what can we do now? What's happening? What can we take advantage of? What opportunities are there? How can I get ahead? That's what we do. This stuff's going wrong. Damn it. But what can we do? This is what we can do. We can do this. Oh, look at this opportunity. This is cool. In any kind of market, there's always an opportunity. It's not just in bull runs, okay? In bear markets, in fact, in my opinion, when it comes to collecting, there's even more opportunity, okay? I'm not buying in bull runs anymore. I never did that in collectibles in the real world. You know, I tried not, I couldn't do it in Veve like a year ago because I just didn't have the money. Maybe I was lucky. Maybe if I had $100,000 back then, I would have put it all in and lost it all. And that would have sucked, you know, because, you know, we're still learning about the space then, you know. I think we're all a lot smarter. So where can we go from here? That's the whole thing. And I love the app. I love Veve. I love my collectibles in there. I love my comics and stuff. And guess what? You're allowed to as well. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. These people sitting around telling us we're not allowed to love Veve. I don't think so, my friends. Not on Valentine's Day. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. You know? Let's send some love around here. And let's see what we love in the app. That's what we're doing too. Checking out what we love in the app right here. I love Miles Morales at the moment. You know? Who doesn't? Let me talk about Voltron here. Okay, I haven't even talked about this really quickly. I landed the secret rare on the drop, you guys. I landed the secret rare. And the funny thing is I went for 2 of them, okay? The first one I went for, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for this. I'm not a huge fan of Voltron or anything like that. You know, they look cool and everything, but I'm such an 80s kid. Nothing but Transformers will do for me when it comes to like talking robots. And maybe like, you know, a Terminator, okay? Like give me a Terminator and I'll freak out. But like, you know, Voltron's cool and stuff like that, you know, it's kind of cool. And I remember, you know, Robotech was pretty cool for sure. I mean, some people love Robotech. And, you know, and all that. So Voltron's cool, you know, but it wasn't like my thing, you know, it's just, I don't know. And so, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for the drop because like the price is like the numbers are good. And I thought the price of the drop was really good. 30 gems. That's fantastic, especially with the amount that they gave us. And they look fantastic. They look great. I mean, they look really cool. So I was like, you know what, I'll go for it. And I actually landed the uncommon. I got the blue lion. I got Lance. I got him. And I was like, okay, that's all right, you know, but I wanted like, you know, the secret rare. So like it sold out right away. But then of course, you know, some people threw it back. So I got a 4-minute rebound. I got I refreshed. I got the buy now again and I bought it and I landed the secret rare on the rebound. So that was cool. So I sold the blue lion right away. You know, for a bit of a loss because, you know, that's what it was. It was like, what did I sell it for? Like around 25. So not that bad, actually. And then I had the secret rare and I held the secret rare for a bit. And then the secret rare went up to like, I think it was about 65 or so. So what's it at now? Same price? Yeah, it's at 58. So I sold it around 65. And then I went and bought a bunch of comics. So it was a successful day for me. Never happens, right? Can't stop, won't stop. Unstoppable. No tactics. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming today for sure, right? You're allowed. I love the community too. Yeah, I am allowed. I'm sick. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm getting sick and tired of people telling me that I'm not supposed to like Veve. Don't tell me that. I'm not listening to you. I'm good. I love this app. I love what I'm doing. You know, I want them to fix the mistakes and move forward. You know, I'm not just going to love Veve when everything is perfect, I believe in the space and I believe in the IP. So, so there, how about you? I'm proud to say it. I'm okay. Doesn't make me a moon boy. I love what I'm doing. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Look at the devil dinosaur. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's hilarious. Look at that. Look at Moon Boy. I mean, it's funny, right? I mean, we're talking about Molly, people get too much money tied up in Veve and need some cash because of this recession. Yeah, it's cool. Like sell and take your profits. Play the game. Okay, play the game. There's chances to make money and have fun and do stuff here. While we wait. And if people don't want to, I'm like I said, I'm from a different time. I guess I've waited for tons of years for stuff to go up in value. Tons. I mean, like. Look, my R2. How long do you think I waited for this to go up in value? I didn't buy it in the 70s because it was 1977. I was like 1. But I bought this this one right here. I bought this probably 10 years ago, you guys. It's worth like quadruple what I paid for it. And the whole time I got to look at it. So if I sell it now, I'm in profit. That one's a double. I have 2 of them. But I don't know. The community is what makes this project worth it. And if it goes to 0, at least you made friends. Yeah, I mean, I like looking at my stuff and hanging out with I like reading my comics. Here's the thing, right? Where else are you going to read these books? I own the Marvel Masterwork hardcover books of these comics. They're heavy. I have a box of them. They are heavy and they take up a ton of room over there. Right here, I got them right on my phone. You can just look at them anytime I want, read them up, sell them if I want. Bang, gets rid of all the friction. Veve and like DC NFT with their comics, Veve with their comics, McFarlane with what they're doing over there, art that's coming as well. All this stuff is right there easily, it's right here. It's just right here. Bing. Easy. I love it. Amen. When Lambo. Let's go, Lambo. Oh, I want Lambo. We're waiting. We're waiting for Lambo. We're waiting for it, you guys. We'll see what happens. No tactics. I think they will use Lambo in the upcoming days before the Veve 500 release to promote it and then drop it on the day of the 500 release. Yeah, probably. This is what people were thinking. The Veve 500 video, Metaverse Life is putting together. It's pretty cool. It should be fun. I would assume that's what's going to happen too. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good evening over there for sure. There we go. Fox here. How you doing? Good to see you today. Roger's here. How you doing? Happy Valentine's. Tomorrow anyway. Pre-Valentine's. I love Veve. You can say it. It's all good. You're allowed to. Daniel, comment. We're a worldwide family. We really are. It's crazy. Everyone around the world here. Agent 47. Faffing is like messing about. Tuning. Okay. You're faffing. You're faffing about. I've never heard that before. Okay. Okay. Double quote, I'm in town where pink Cadillacs are still a thing. You're in a town where pink Cadillacs are still a thing. That's crazy. Okay, cool. There you go. Just NFT and B. Jules and Just NFT and B are in for the love of the game. Yes, for sure. There is a game. There's a game to be played here. You can do well at the game, or you can shoot air balls. Maybe it comes from having a sports background and being a coach. You got to put some losses behind you quick, and you got to look right ahead of what's in front of you. Otherwise, you miss out for sure. He wants to hear more about the pink Cadillacs there. Woody, congrats on Voltron Secret Rare making the set. Hilarious. People think they're dogs. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't make the set. It's not my thing, the Voltron stuff. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I got the secret rare. I waited a little while to see what it would do. I sold it at 65, and then I went in and I bought more of those comics for my stack. Like it helped me. It helped me. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're not always going to be able to hit. I mean, I don't hit secret rares very often. I've only hit one comic secret rare ever. I've hit a couple now collectible secret rares. I hit Thor. I hit this Voltron one. I hit Father's Day Star Wars, those little drawings. I hit that secret rare. What else did I hit as a secret rare? I think that's it. I think that's the only secret rares I've ever hit in this app. And, I sold it for double basically. So, it's all good. Right. So, but if I was into it, yeah, I would have completed the set for sure. Because, actually the one that surprises me the most is actually the Black Lion right here. This one here is at 50. This one's doing really great. This is the common, you guys. So very successful if you landed that one too. Very cool. Very cool. There we go. More Brits in here. There we go, Andrew. Fabio, there is no other platform doing what Veve's doing. It's just a matter of polishing up the dents and filling in the gaps. There is potential nonetheless. In the meantime, I will collect what I like. Yeah, 100%. So, there is a bit of sentiment going around. There's people like, oh, I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a second. Hold on. Before we do that, Chico Rocco, thank you so much. I saw you. I saw you, biggest bro. Where are you? Let's go. Let's go. Chico Rocco. Okay, we're doing this. I always forget. I'm like ranting and raving and goofing off. Where is my Chico and Rocco? Let's go. I'll get back to your thing. Valentine's Day. Let's go. Who am I getting? I am a human. Yes. Daisies. Is that a daisy? Are these daisies? I think those are daisies, right? Daisies. I think that's good. Okay. All right. Valentine's Day. I got it. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Woohoo! Look at that. IO number 6717. Okay, cool. There you go. It says forever up there. There you go. Forever, forever. So, it's just goofy fun, right? This is what I'm saying. Have some fun. Look, I just got a free NFT on Chico and Rocco. Just goofing around right there for sure. Yeah, just collect what you like, and we'll see what they do, right? C29 Rome, what's your intro music track? I've been wanting to blast it for days. I'll put that out. It is a it's a stock track by a certain artist that I was able to purchase the rights to be able to play here. So you have to be able to do that, otherwise, it demonetizes your live streams and channels. So yeah, I don't remember the name of it at this moment. Okay, so I'll look that up and I'll tweet that out for you, C29, for sure. Because yeah, it's a cool track. I like it. I might change it up in a bit too here, actually. Bob says, I think the Star Wars Obi-Wan Rare went to 0 editions the other day, so I was told. Oh, really? The Obi-Wan Rare went to 0? There was none available in the market? That's funny. Duck and Cover MC, please don't buy it. Everyone with a listing of SM Annual 11. Indian guy with hands on hips. Please don't. Oh, yeah, that guy. That meme of that guy. Don't buy it. Oh, I need a 9.8 of YA number 1. Yeah, why not? I mean, they're totally attainable for sure, right? Sven's in the house. How you doing, Sven? Good to see you today. Like the video. Yeah, if you guys are liking the video, like the video. We just got our Chico and Rocco Valentine's Day. We're having some fun right here. Woo! Over on some Twitter space, everyone's freaking out right now, so that's cool. Let me just go to my collection right here. These are just free, right? These are just goofs. They're just goofy fun. Load some more right there. These are all mine that I have right here. There they are. These are all the ones I picked up for free just by logging in. I missed one or two because I forget sometimes, because whatever. And I only started this a little while ago, so it's not like I'm full in on this, but it's good stuff, right? Rome, it's Impact by Anton Vlasov. Oh, okay, for sure. Bob Sales, looking forward to the Kang movie. Thanos set the bar very high. I'm hoping MCU can get back on track. Been a bit wishy-washy of late. Yeah, they're building it all in the backstory characters. They're kind of like filling in the gaps a bit and giving some like, secondary characters their time. And then it just, this Friday, Kang is coming. Kang should put them right back on track. I think so. Superstar Money MC, will you be my Valentine? Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Sure, I'll be your Valentine, Superstar Money. See, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it, you guys. You gotta love their channel too. Great vids you guys have been putting out. I watch them. I watch every single one, of course, and everybody should. This is where we get our stuff, But is that a black heart right there you got? Is that a black heart? Come on, money. The superstars. I take it with all the love. There we go. Do you join the Fiches Love Fest, MC? No, I don't have any Fiches at all. I have none. I hope you guys are having fun. Hopefully there's a lot of Love Fest over there, but no, I haven't joined any of that at all. Nothing against it. I just haven't joined it. I'm only in certain places, right, at the moment. Should have half a star emoji. Doesn't feel right to give 5 when Rob's still not about. Yeah, Rob, our good buddy Rob. We'll be chatting again, sir. Not sure. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in today for sure. Elvin, if Miles hits 1K, I'm selling, to be honest. Yeah, you could, right? Like my Miles that I got, okay. Like my ultra rare, you guys. I mean, look, I bought him here. Check him out. I bought him at 321. So if he hits 1,000, that's nice profits right there. But I only have one, and then if he hits 1,000, I guess the thought would be that it'll come back down. You could buy him again and do that whole thing, and that could very well happen over time, But we'll see right here. Okay, guys, now all listen, please. Let's all sell our ultra rare Vaders now. No, I'm not selling my Vader. I'm sorry. Got him on the drop. I love him. He's the best. It's Vader. Man, the best thing I've learned is that 50 cents profit is better than watching your ish drop $2 below what you paid. In the short term, for sure. In the short term. But some stuff on this app I'm buying because I love it and it's fun and I really like it. Some of it I'm buying, like there's different reasons to buy different things, Not everything in Veve is going to be worth money. Like some stuff in Veve is not going to be worth a lot, and we're already seeing it. Even some stuff's going to go up more, as we get into a bull run again, or like, out of the recession and stuff like that. It's going to take some time though. And some stuff climbs even during this time, which is really interesting to think about where it's going to go, when everything actually is starting to pick up and everything is operating. Like where's this guy going to go? I don't know. Where's Todd going to go? Where is Voltron going to go, in those times? Like what's it going to be? Are they going to go below, or, I'm just focused on some of the stuff that I love, right? That's doing quite well. But I don't have tons of collectibles, like hordes and hordes and hordes. My whole thing is an amazing fantasy. I mean, that's where most of my stuff is. That's where my bet is. If I'm talking about like straight up, profits, I'll keep a couple for me, but like, somewhere down the line, if they're all like $1,000 a piece, I might shave a few off the top and, go out for a Valentine's Day dinner. You got the comment on the drop, like always, never have luck. Yeah, that's usually me. Not sure. That's usually me. Not this time, though. I didn't hit the secret rare on something massive, though. I mean, the Voltron secret rare is not that expensive. We have to worry about March Madness soon in college. We're about to get invaded again. March Madness! There we go. It's coming up. It's coming up. The superstars! Yeah, I like the hoodie too. Which comic is the most downfall from on the all-time high right now? Well, that's easy to look at. So if you actually click on an app, okay, that I am not affiliated in any way, we'll take a quick look at that question. We'll answer it right now for you. It's a very simple question. Bing. Okay. Which comic has the all-time high? Okay, so let's go right here. Where are we? Let's go to the market. Let's go to comics. Let's click here and let's go from all-time high percentage. Okay. These are the comics that are the furthest away from their all-time highs. Okay. Marvel Comics #1 ultra rare is 95% below its all-time high of $4,900 or 4,900 gems. There you go. It's now 240. It's 95%. So in terms of percentage, there's your number one right there. You know, in terms of one that used to be really valuable. Okay. Marvel Comics number one, ultra rare. Okay. And then we have, you know, the Journey into Mystery rare, but you can see it was only 400 bucks ever. And Journey into Mystery is only 900 bucks. So that one at 5,000, like, what is it? 5,000 gems. There you go. And you can find that out by looking at that app called Vault Value, which, you know, like I'm not affiliated with in any way whatsoever. I just use it for those kind of things. It's kind of a cool app for sure. How many users has Veve right now? I don't know. You tell me, I am Antone. I don't know. How many users does it have? There's 88 confirmed because we're in the room right here. I don't know. I think Veve Fox, she does a lot of channels like that. There's lots of people who can look that up. Tweet that out. Someone will tell you. Someone's got that on speed dial. You know, that information about how many users we have right now. You know, let's do this. Let's keep it low so I can keep stacking. How about that? Duck and cover. Todd's way overrated in my opinion. Yeah, some people think so. Some people definitely think Todd's way overrated. I don't. I think he's actually underrated right now, but you know, just me. Elvid, not sure the comics are lit. Hope you put some on the app for sure, right? A12 poker assistant. Someone AF15 ultra rare for 2 ultra rare Vaders. What do you think? Personally, myself, this is me. I would not do that. I would keep AF15 ultra rare. That's my personal choice. Do whatever you want, but AF15 ultra rare is like, in my opinion, it's the number one ultra rare comic that we have on this app. You know, always will be, by the way. I don't think they'll come out with another ultra rare comic in Veve that will be able to top AF15 ultra rare. Like, which one? Unless the edition sizes, they do some sort of crazy thing. Amazing Spider-Man 252 ultra rare, of course, is the most valuable that's on the app for an ultra rare comic, right? You know, but let me just see right here. Ultra rare. I'm looking on the side here. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 252 ultra rare is sitting at about 4,200 gems. Amazing Fantasy. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 252. Amazing Fantasy is at over 1,000. So Avengers 8's the next one at 350. So, you know, I wouldn't sell the best ultra rare comic book in the app for a not even close to the best ultra rare collectible in the app, or 2 of them. Just me personally, but you know, whatever you think, you got one for later to sell. If you do that though, if you just have one, you only have one. And if you want to sell it, if that's the whole point is to make money off of it, having 2 is good because you can always sell one Vader later when it goes back up to 1,000. But ask yourself the question, which one's going to double in value first? Amazing Fantasy 15 ultra rare or Darth Vader? I don't know. I'll take AF15 in that one right there. Burn the TIE Fighter. Thank you very much. You know, there'd only be like 3,000 of them if they did that. You know, it's crazy, right? Because, you know, the price is really high. But that Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, oh, beauty. Ozman, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming in. Shankster, what would you say is a fair price for a 2-digit Miles Morales secret rare? I don't know. Just check the market and see what other people are selling it for, and that's probably the fair price. The market will answer that. Just check and see in the market. In fact, we can probably do that. Let's just check and see right here. So are you talking about, so the Miles Morales secret rare, are you talking about the comic book or are you talking about, I guess you'd have to be talking about the collectible, right? I mean, geez, how about $100 million? I don't know. I mean, look, Miles, you talking about you talking about this? Because there's a collectible too. So there's the secret rare. Okay. In the market. Oh my gosh. Is there any for sale that are 2 digits? There's 22 listed. Wow. 8,000. There you go. 11,000 gems. There you go. Right there. It's been answered. Maybe 10th. I don't know. Maybe higher than that. 10,000. I mean, look at how many are for sale here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it goes to 21,000. There's only 7 actual sales going on right now. And 11,000 is the 2 digits. So I would say, yeah, if that's what it's going to cost, I mean, you could sell it down here if that's what you're thinking. So it's hard to say. I would just go by what the market's done. Miles is greater than Todd. You know, with his edition sizes, it's crazy, right? So you'd stack the Miles hoodie. Yeah, I got 2 of them, right? You'd probably choose the Miles. Yeah. Use the search bar. Yeah. Sell the Todd. Buy another Spider. You can buy another Todd later. Thank me later. Okay, Sugar Shane. I'm going to keep my Todd, I think. Don Vu, does anybody know it's possible to get some support from Veve? I have some problems with the web app. I think you just tweet at them or go on Discord and try to. I mean, they're not the best at connecting back with people. So, you know, I wouldn't hold your breath. Todd for historical value. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if people will care that much about historical value. Yeah, it's true. That's the question. But you know, the thing is about Todd is I love it. You know, it's the first Batman. So the first Batman ever. You know, duck and cover. This is the whole first on the blockchain crypto guy thing. We want mass adoption. And when, if it happens, first is not going to be even close to the first priority. Yeah, maybe, right? But first appearances count in comic books, right? So I don't know if I agree with you on that. If this is a collectible app and these are collectibles and we get collectors in here who are into collectibles, they always go for first appearance. So it's not so much a crypto thing. It's just first appearance of Batman, you know, and it happens to be on the blockchain, which is a technology that a lot of people are going to, you know, understand as time goes on, which they don't quite understand yet. But the masses will eventually. So if you want to talk about first appearance, you know, that's why Amazing Fantasy is worth a lot, because it's the first appearance of Spider-Man, you know, in Veve, right? That's why it's worth a lot, because it's the first appearance. So Todd is the first appearance of Batman. And that's why when DC NFT drops Detective Comics 27, it's going to be worth a lot. So I think first appearances will count, you know. That's just my opinion, right? You were last January. You were here last January. Yeah, I was here too. I just didn't have a ton of money to buy stuff, but I lost some stuff from that too. I bought Superman at 5,000, you guys. Miles all day, says C29 Rome. Don't get me wrong, Todd's a boss, but Miles is going to break new ground once he's in the MCU. That's the only question, though, C29 Rome. Miles has to do well in the MCU for his character to really take off. Okay, think about this. If they come out with a Miles Morales movie and it bombs because the actor sucks and the story's not good, you're going to see his collectible tank. You're going to see his comic go down. So they have to like the MCU and the writers there and everybody, they have to like fulfill this promise of this guy being awesome. The animated movie was amazing. It hit a home run. That movie won the Oscar even. I mean, that movie is incredible. The animation, the music, the story, I mean, everything about it was like just unbelievable. And so if they do that again with the second animated film, people really like it. And then but if they come out with an MCU movie and the actor's not so great and they kind of, it's going to hurt Miles. Now, the thing about Peter Parker, okay, is that he's already had his time in the light. He's already been there. He's established. Same with Batman. Like if you want to talk about Batman, you know, because if we're talking about Todd here, we're talking about the first appearance of Batman. Batman already has a love affair with Batman. Batman's already famous. Batman's already made it. Batman's in the pros. Batman is a professional. You know, he's a #1 draft pick who's now been. I mean, he's the all-time leading scorer, okay? Like that kind of thing. Whereas Miles is like a #1 draft pick. He's a rookie. If he doesn't perform, the hype's going to go away. So that's the only thing I say about Miles is that we got to wait, see what they do. Now, I'm fully confident that, you know, he's going to be fantastic and he's going to continue to rise and they're going to make great stories. They're going to write great stories about him. They're going to make great movies about him. But if they don't and they screw up a bit, you know, he doesn't have 60 years behind him, or like Batman. What does Batman have? Like 80 years, 90, 80 something years of content behind him to back up that character. So no, Miles is going to take some time, but he's on his way. He's well on his way. And I'm totally confident in that. Don Vu, this is a quote from Veve Support. Please note the web app is still in beta testing and we're not currently offering full support while it's in development. There you go. I tell you, don't hold your breath. Jay Green, you have to have a Todd. First Veve, first Batman, first big IP NFT. That's why I have him. That's why I went out and got him in the springtime. That's why I still have him. It's the same one I bought. I only bought him once ever because I could only afford to buy him once. And I haven't sold them. I still have them. So I'm just going to keep them, I think. But yeah, I've thought about swapping them out for a couple of Miles Morales because these Miles is just on fire, right? I don't own a Miles, but I have the UR comic. There you go. Okay, the number 4. Yeah, I got the secret rare on that recently too because that's how much I believe in it. Would you sell your Vader to get items with thinner floors? No, I'm not selling my Vader. Jeff Sugar Stain says yes. Live stream coming up once I hit 100 subs. Nice, another live stream. Let's sub Elvin and get some get another live stream for sure. I'm already subbed to you. Let's go, everybody. Let's support somebody new. You have 2 just waiting to sell your 2. Yeah, for sure. Any time you want to like just me, I'm not selling there not because of anything other than the fact that I love them, right? The Ultra Comet looks nice. Yeah, you're cashing out a Vader for sure. Yeah. That's the thing. People can make whatever move they want. It's all good. Wes, I have a 10-year and a 20-year outlook, so I don't care about delays. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, Living Aloha, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Go for a comic drop on me. I will. Thanks, buddy. I'll put that into actually my rewards, for sending stuff, the shipping costs and stuff. So thanks so much, Living Aloha. I really appreciate that. I'm getting my money. I invested back. I do not see NFTs blowing and tired of all the lies. I hope I'm wrong about NFTs. Yeah, Sugar Shane, you just do what you got to do, man. Just do what you got to do. Get your money out, go break even on it. There's nothing wrong with that. Playing with house money is like the best way to go for sure, right? And we'll see what happens with NFTs. But I'll tell you, NFTs aren't going anywhere, in my opinion. And this is not me trying to sell you on Veve or anything, but this is my opinion. NFTs are only going to be stronger. And I'm not talking about, Bored Ape JPEGs. Everything's going to be NFT'd. And basically, you have to understand the blockchain is like, it's the technology that is going to be taking over everything. Everything's going to be there from your housing contracts to money to your tickets for a movie theater to ownership of this, that, and the other. It's all going onto the blockchain because that's the technology that's created now that shows true ownership, and everything with, that's what we're talking about here with NFTs, not like, some like JPEG monkey or like Batman or something. So the NFTs themselves, to me, everything's going that way. It's just the way the world is going, instantaneous, faster. And I've watched the same thing happened in the internet years ago, like when the internet was coming up. Okay, the same thing happened. What's happening now with the blockchain technology and with the Web3 and all that kind of stuff is the big powers that be that hold all the money in the current space that we're in with Web 2.0 and all that, and they're all trying to lobby and control this thing from getting out of control. It's going to take a couple of years for them to bust through that. Same thing happened when the internet first came out. All the big telecom companies, all the big newspapers, and all that stuff, they lobbied the government to try to stop, the internet. There was actually Al Gore. It's really interesting because Al Gore was the guy, if you remember who Al Gore is. He's not the inventor of the internet, but he actually helped save the internet because there was a big bill that was coming through that they were trying to pass. These big media companies that wanted to make it illegal or like for you to stream or communicate with people without online basically without having to pay, because back in those days you had to actually go on a phone, and if you wanted to talk to somebody who was around the world, you had to pay long distance charges to like these big companies, who controlled all the media and all the communications. But on the internet, you could talk to people without being, for free, right? Especially with video. And he actually prevented that from going through. And so you can thank Al Gore for a lot of what we have today, right? It's kind of interesting. And there's a lot of history behind it, but these big, huge corporations, companies who control everything back in the 90s and the 80s, all the newspapers and all the media companies and all the telecommunication companies tried to stop the internet, you guys, because they knew that this was going to happen. Look at us. We're all hanging out, talking together on YouTube, live streaming in real time, like in high definition. At least I think my camera's okay. And we're doing it for free. They didn't want this. That's back in the 90s, in the late 80s. They didn't want this, those companies. They were fighting. They fought and fought and fought for it not to happen. And eventually the internet broke through and we won. And here we are, everybody. So blockchain technology is the same thing. If you don't understand that, then you really have to start looking at why you're here in this whole Web3 thing we're doing. It's not just comic books. It's the whole thing about NFTs. And I think, Sugar Shade, I think you're wrong about NFTs. I'm not coming at you. I'm sorry if your name was up on screen. I wasn't coming at you. I'm just talking about, the NFTs and what we're actually doing here. Like digital ownership, on the blockchain is what we're really doing here. Okay. That's why I like these comics, because, I actually own them. And, the debate about whether you own these Veve NFTs, the people who say you don't is because you can't take it off the platform. But guess what? I can sell it and I can take my money off the platform. So to me, that's ownership, because, I don't need to have this NFT somewhere else. Now, if they shut down the system, I lose my NFT for a little while. Like I can't access it. It still says that I own it though, but you know what I mean? So I understand that. But this is what's being built, everybody. This is the whole thing we're talking about. And these big companies right now are trying to stop this from happening. They're trying to stop it. That's why you're getting these regulations coming to the U.S. government. There's it's going to take a few years for us to for this space to push through all this stuff. And NFTs as ownership, the way the technology works, that's what we're actually doing here. And I get to do it with comics in the meantime, but I'm looking into all sorts of other things too, you guys, for sure, right? FF50, sorry, that was a bit of a rant, and that was not directed at you, Sugar Shane. That was just me talking. So, let's keep the conversation going for sure. Joshua, FF52, finally going up a bit. Yeah, it's starting to climb. It's starting to go up a bit. It's nice. Where is it? Let's go. Where are you? 862. So there's 405 now available, 26. So let's see when this one goes to under 400. Let's see the secret rare. 550, right where I thought it would be. Just hanging out. Just chilling out right there for sure. Duck and cover. You're born in an era where we saw the progression of tech. I'm sure you remember Wolfenstein 3D. And now we have COD. I'm sure I know you remember when the internet came out. Yeah, I was in college. So I was like a full-on adult. I was making websites back then, you guys. I told a story in my last live stream that I was, the first website I ever made, which is long gone now, was for someone who was selling, fire engines, like used fire engines as almost like collectible type things, like real ones. And they wanted a website about that. They go around, they get like these antique fire engines, soup them up, fix them up. And they wanted a website. So I did this website for them. It was really early. And it was a piece of crap, but it was what it was for the time. I thought it was pretty good, but that, that's like in 1997 or something like that. So guys, I was literally there. So believe me, I lived through it big time, and they tried to stop it. And when I say they, I mean, it's the same kind of people who are trying to stop what we're doing here. Just watch, just go, there we go. How long will that comic take to get to the States? I can't wait to get it. Yeah. Are you talking about which comic? Sorry. Which comic? Ones that I'm giving away? Or Jimmy, what do you think of the high versus low mint debate? Go for high mints now, LOL. Yeah, I think they both have value, and people will pay more for special mints. That's basically it. There's not too much to think about it. I don't think either one is better. I think the high mint, like the last mint is pretty amazing, right? The higher mints, it's hit and miss. It depends. The low mints, I think, have more value. The Veve community seems to like the low mints a little bit more, just generally speaking, right? But you can only get the last mint. You can't get the first mint. So that's something to think about. I don't go for mint. I don't mint hunt really. I just like to get like lower, like just because I when I'm collecting some of these comics, these silver edges, I go for like the 4-digit or the 3-digit. Just if I can get one somewhere near the floor, I'm pretty happy, because the reason I do that is because if I ever want to sell it later, I beat whoever is in front of me who has a higher mint than me, unless it's like the last mint. So if I want to sell something later, okay, and I have a 4-digit, like say I have a 4-digit Fantastic Four #1. If I want to sell that later, I'm going to beat someone on the floor who's got like a 22,000 mint number. Like whoever's buying that's not going to buy, they're going to buy mine. That's why I do it. you know. And I like it. I like it. It makes my collection seem a little bit more valuable, right? But I don't really mint hunt, right? So, Dom, how you doing? Good to see you today. Doom was my jam. Yeah, all those days are fun. I used to play Unreal Tournament and all this stuff in the gaming, and it was pretty fun. I love The Sims, the original Sims game. One of my favorite games of all time. The original Sims, you know, I used to play that. Doom. There we go. Sugar Shade. I saw Nike warehouse got invaded today by thieves. Crazy road. Wow. No way, hey? Yeah, Nike shoes, you guys? Man, crazy. New plan. Can we start a movement to get Veve to let us show off comics in a profile? Yeah, I'm sure that'll all come eventually. You know, we just have to keep asking them for what we want, keep pushing them, you know, and hopefully we'll get what we want. Quake! Oh my God. New plan. I got so many good comics. I would like to show them off on my profile, but I still can't after 2 years. No mention of it either. Yeah, I know. It's not a high on their priority list. The comics, like, oh, that's why I tweet so much. I make my own graphics because, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Chico Rocco, thanks. I'm catching up, guys. We already did that. That was great. You saw what I got. Ozman, just thought I would jump on and say hi before heading to bed. Hey, well, I hope I caught you before you went to bed. Thanks for coming. Have a great sleep tonight. Yeah, there's opportunities everywhere, guys, for sure. 100%. Lucky, MC, love your level-headed approach to collecting on Veve. Thanks, you know. I mean, I'm not perfect with all my, you know, the stuff that I do. You know, everybody's got their own thing. But I like to share, you know, like how I think. It doesn't mean you have to think the same way. But if you listen to enough people's opinions about things, and you go around and you like watch other people's videos, and you go into Twitter Spaces and you ask questions out on Twitter and you get responses, maybe do a couple poll questions on your own Twitter page and like on Instagram too. And you just get a bunch of different information coming at you from a bunch of different perspectives. Then it helps you form your own opinion about what you want to do. You know, don't just listen to one person. You know, there's lots of people with great ideas, and my mind's been changed by people here a lot of times. It's all good. So one thing you have to be careful of in general, okay, is always wanting to be right. Okay. Some people, they forget that you don't have to be right. It's okay to have your mind changed by others. In fact, it's good. Like if someone brings up something you never thought of before, then you can go, you know what? I never thought of it that way. And yeah, maybe that is right, you know, but you can't, unless you listen to a lot of different people, you know, and get everybody's like thoughts, then you can start formulating your own and then share your opinion about it too. It's all a big discussion, right? And people get so bent out of shape about just wanting to be right all the time. They sometimes like get clouded. They don't see other people's like really good like opinions and stuff. So I try to like listen to as many people as I can, whether I think they're being negative or not. I try to at least listen, give them a shot. Like last night, for example, so I was on Twitter last night. I was hanging out, and I saw the Veve transparency space popped up again. And it's actually kind of funny because my Twitter feed, like if you look for like Twitter Spaces, it actually didn't show them as an option for me to join. But I was scrolling through my Twitter feed because I had tweeted a few things last night, and somebody like commented negatively on one of my posts, you know, which is fine, happens all the time. And I saw that that person had, you know, if you're on Twitter, you can see that they're in a space, like their little PFP glows, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, I wonder. So I clicked on that because I wanted to see what space they were in. And it said the Veve transparency space, you know, the one that was the big negative FUD spaces and stuff. Remember that kind of stuff from a week ago, and all the arguments that were going on around those spaces. And so I saw it there, and but you know, Twitter didn't give it to me at the top, I guess, because I don't know, maybe I don't follow a lot of those people and they don't follow me, so it didn't suggest it. And so anyway, I went into the space, you know, I just sat there and listened for like about 20 minutes. You know, I'm just listening, just taking it in. I hadn't been in there since the first one or two because there was a couple that turned into just a big gong show. You know, it's just like, I don't have time for that garbage, you know, from like just arguments and like, you know, I just don't have time for that. Okay. I'm a busy guy. Okay. But I went in, I was like I was just listening to it for half an hour, just listening to some stuff, people making points, you know, like that's fine. It's all good. You know, that's all good. And if it was like super crazy again, I would have just left right away, like whatever. But I listened for a bit, you know, and I like to go and listen and see what people have to say. You know, I don't always have to agree with everybody, right? So moving forward is key. There you go. This is from me ranting an hour ago. Sorry, guys, I'm behind in the chats. Yeah, act and move on. Thanks. What's dwelling? Oh, dwell. One of 3 English words that start with DW. Yeah, what's the other one? So dwell, dwon't, and dwill. How's Rob? I hope he's doing good. I haven't chatted with him in a bit. I sent him an invite, you know, today. I usually send Rob an invite and, you know, just to want to pop in and say hi, right? So 50K for a partner down. Yeah, I know, right? This is crazy. So like I said, but the outlook that Rob has, you know, he can speak for himself, but he's made some really good moves since then. That's for sure. You know, there's always something you can do, even if something like that happens, right? Just keep helping each other and grow to spread positive vibes in the community. I think it's really just the opportunities that we're right in front of ourselves. Do what's best for yourself, learn mistakes, move on for sure. Yeah, God bless. Waza, how you doing? Good to see you. I popped into your stream last night as well. Great Steam Bread. Keep the awesome content coming. Thanks so much, Waza. You too, man. If you guys aren't following Waza and like watching the live streams, head on over. And, you know, we had some fun, right? I just was watching him last night, having some fun. I love it. I love it all. This is what I'm saying. You get like different opinions from all over, right? There we go. Have a good night, you guys. There we go. Sven, MC, you need a break. You need a fish. No. I got too much stuff. You know? Yeah, the Chico Rocco, we did that for sure. Kobe, preach MC, 100%. Some people are just confused. We can have critical thinking and still enjoy the app. Of course, we need to. You know? I think the message is pretty clear on this channel, guys, right here. Costa, been collecting for almost 2 years. Love my collectibles. Great content as usual. Thanks, Costa. I appreciate you for sure. Yeah, I love all the stuff I have. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't buy it. That's for sure. If I didn't like it, I probably wouldn't buy it. There's some stuff I've bought just strictly for flipping because that's part of the game, right? But, you know, the Bronx. Ronald, how you doing? New York City loves Veve. There you go. Alex and Crypto got a question. Yeah, shoot, man, shoot. Biggest bro. Thanks so much for the super chat. I know you're trying to get into the. Actually, I saw your super chat, which got me the Chico and Rocco. So thank you, man. I appreciate you. Oh, shooting airballs. Yeah. Alex and Crypto. I wasn't a collector before Veve, but I do feel like I am now. However, still don't like collecting physical collectibles because they take up way too much space. So I'm stacking the digitals. But how do you feel the first time you saw digital collectibles be a thing? It took me a little while, Alex. So when I joined the app in October of 2021, I didn't start buying everything the first day. Like I wasn't sold yet. You know, it took me a little while to get into like, you know, it took me about a week of me, like when I first got my account and I downloaded the app and I was looking around and I was trying to, you know, get some info about it. I saw a couple of people making videos back then. You know, I found, of course, I found Veve Vault, you know, so I mean, I was like, you know, just on Veve Vault's drop stream every day, which I still am. You know, it's the place to be for sure. And I found a few others too. I found like Pirates and I found like, you know, Johnny Dunn. And I think I might have even seen a Sleeping Comic video back then, maybe. We came close to the same time, but I think he's a bit before me. And a couple others too. I used to watch Andrew Ellis all the time. And like, you know, I just watch everybody, right? And just learn. And so it took me a week before I really started to like before I added money. And then the first comic I went for was the Ben Reilly Web of Spider-Man comic. That was the first ever drop I did. And I landed a common on that one, just a common. And that was cool. And it went up to like $20 or something or 20 gems. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, so I kind of landing that one really helped, especially that was like late October. Right. And so then I was kind of in, you know, then I was kind of in it. I was like, this is cool. And then I was looking at Spider-Man's first appearance, you know, the collectible. And I was like, wow, that is something else. Because, you know, I started to like, you know, my mind goes to collectibles and first appearances and all sorts of stuff, right? You know, for sure. And, oh, by the way, where's Vault? Of course, Veve Vault. I would not miss your live streams on the drop days. Are you kidding me? It was like my favorite place to be, and I'm still there every day. So, Volt, the man himself in the chat. Thanks for coming in here, man. I appreciate you as always. So just right here. Yeah. So I saw you down there, Vault. Man, one of my best moments is when Vault actually, when I went on his live stream, I could not believe I was actually there with you, man. Like, that was crazy for me still to this day. Such a dream. That was super cool. You were so nice to me too. Thank you again for all your support. But yeah, so like, it took a week or so. So I wasn't Alex. If you're still here, I know this is a comment from like a while ago, but I took me a while. I wasn't just all in instantly. It takes time, right? And the physical collection stuff, like that's one reason I never went after the McFarlane stuff. Remember the McFarlane stuff that's come out? Because I just didn't want to buy physicals anymore. I mean, I got so many. I mean, the stuff is beautiful. I've owned tons of McFarlane physical toys. I love those toys for sure, but I've owned tons and I've sold tons and bought tons and stuff. I just don't want to do physical as much anymore. Like there's certain ones I will do, like some of these comics, these key comics, like those Kang ones. My last video, like I can look. I mean, this is a comic book. This is how much space it takes, and then I can open it up and look at it, and it looks beautiful. Then I can put it away, right? So, I'm transitioning. So I hear you. What got shot down in Canada? Something got shot down in Canada? I don't know about that. Something got shot down in Canada. I don't know about that. Elvin, I think selling my entire collectible collection for comics attached. I think of selling it. Yeah, I know what you mean, right? Yeah. We tried. I got it, guys. I got it. There we go. Bruin, the chances of minting secret rare or ultra rare on Voltron drop was with you because commons and uncommons were reserved. There you go. But I got an uncommon. Reserve for Voltron S1 holder. Still waiting for my promo code. Yeah. So Bruin, I actually landed the uncommon. Okay. So I must have went against that theory. And then I landed on a rebound, the secret rare. So the secret rare is cool. If I got that. So I got it, I sold it. It's all good, right? I don't need a fiche. No, maybe I do, but I don't know. I have no clue what that is. Yeah, I haven't really looked into fiches. I think they're cool and stuff, but I'm not really there. Fro, how you doing? Good afternoon, man. My collectibles. Nice NFT on the Valentine's Day, Chico Rocco. Yeah, it was fun. I managed to get it, and I tuned in 4 minutes after. Thanks to the biggest bro. Thanks, biggest bro. You helped me, right? 15th for you on Kang. Oh, you're going to be at the Kang movie in 2 days. Let's go. Not sure. No spoilers. Captain Obvious, how you doing? Thanks for coming in today. You're late. No, you're not late. Captain Obvious, to quote Gandalf, always arrives precisely when you're meant to. You're not late. You're here just the way you should be. Captain Obvious, I never saw my Vader either. Picked up a TIE fighter with the matching mint. Oh, that's cool. You matched your TIE fighter with. That's hard to do because there's still 8,000 that have not been minted. So to find your mint number with Vader and the TIE fighter, that's actually really hard to do. Congrats. That's cool. Sven, I had 4 Bobas on the drop. I still have them all. 3 ultra rare first minted hodls. Let the others flip and mine will gain value in the metadata. I have virgin Bobas. Virgin Bobas. I should make a video and title that. Is your boba a virgin? Probably get a lot of views. There we go. Nicely done, Sven. Yeah, I'm just keeping mine. I mean, like, it wouldn't benefit me to sell it. Like if I sold my Boba Fett, because he hasn't fired his rockets yet. Go! Double quill. Elvin, we have 5 million users. Yes, 5 million active users daily. 5 million actives. Good God. Good God. Oh, no matter what they say over at Veve, okay, you still can do things and make money here. If that's the end, if that's just it, if you don't trust Veve at all, and you think they've been liars, and you think they've manipulated, and you think they've held information back and all that stuff, okay, you can still make money here and come out on top laughing. Just play the game and don't dwell or dwill or dwon't. Vincent landed Jim Secret Rare. Should I sell for a Todd and a Superman? Wow, you landed the Journey into Mystery Secret Rare. That is nice, man. Vincent, you know, like that's really tough, right? And I don't want to sway you. I would just me. I like the comic because it's scarce and it's a secret rare, and it's worth more than the other two. So that should tell you something as well. You know, it's worth more than the other two at this time, and probably could be. So yeah, do what you love. Exactly. Take profits when you can. That's what a lot of people try to do. You know, oh, you're a big fan of the Chiefs, Simone. You're a big fan of the Chiefs. Congrats to anybody who is for that Super Bowl win. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Who watched the Super Bowl yesterday? It's super fun for sure. There we go. Rome, Black and White Todd was my first Batman purchase, then only picked up the Black and White Todd and Rizzo. Those are the only Batman figures I'm owning. Yeah, I mean, those would be the best. Those would be the best. MC, Elvid is pronounced evolved. Oh, thanks, Delilah. Evolved. Okay. I didn't know how to pronounce it. I was almost calling you Elvis. Evolved. Thanks. I appreciate that. Evolved. You could tell me that too. Evolved. You know, I should know better, but you know, I'm only so good at so many things, you know, but yeah, evolved. Okay, great. We got it. We got it. C9 Rome. Batman is Air Jordan and Miles is Ja Morant. Oh, we'll see what happens in 20 years, right? We'll see what happens. But just for future reference, C29 Rome, never, ever, ever, ever put Air Jordan in the same conversation with Ja Morant again. Ever. The blockchain is the next Avenger. There you go. Oh, Sugar Shade, I'm a dumbass. I'm just saying what I think. I don't know if you're being serious or not, but yeah, we're just trying to help each other out. Evolved collects. There you go. Thanks, D. Yeah, it's confusing. Yeah, I got you now. There we go. Yeah. Sugar Shane, my uncle invented Yahoo with Jerry Yang, so I know the power we have. Did he really? Wow. Holy smokes. Is that true? I still have a Yahoo account. Mycollectables at ymail.com. That's my email address. That's cool, man. Evolved. MC is catching up on the chat. Found this hard when we went live too. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. I have a lot of Veve NFT, so I'm not losing in general. I love it. Yeah, for sure. No, it's great. I'm glad we're having this conversation. It's awesome. We're just at the beginning. You missed out on this Bitcoin. You won't miss out on this. Well, here's the thing. So I was watching a couple videos the last few days, and I'm just quoting other people here. But like in terms of like blockchain technology and crypto, so I think the notion was from like 2009 to 2015, the world pretty much ignored crypto, right? And then from 2016 to like 2021, the world laughed at crypto. Okay. Like, whatever, you're a bunch of freaks, you know? And then from 2021, things blew up, right? 2022 now to the next few years, this is people thinking that they're going to fight crypto. Okay. So, very similar trajectory as the internet, you guys. And that's not me who came up with that. It's not like some sort of revolutionary idea, but that's sort of the idea. I think a lot of people who are really into the crypto space and the technology think it's going to take to like 2025, 2026 or something like that for crypto to win, for the blockchain, for the technology to actually push through all these regulations. They're going to try to stop it now. We'll see how far it goes, right? You have one being shipped to the States. That's the comic. Yeah. So it doesn't take very long to get to you, maybe like a week or two, so there's no tracking on it because I send it cheap, of course. But just let me know when you get it. My tab tablet. Can you please give your opinion on the top of market price for Mad Hatter in a bull run? And do you think his price now is worth it? Yeah, I really can't really speak to that one too much, my tab, because I really have no idea. about the top price for him in a bull run. Like I really have no clue whatsoever. It really just depends on you know, the amount of people who like Disney here. And you know, I don't own that one. I'm not really invested or interested in it. So sorry, I can't really help you there. Kobe, Harry Potter next week or what? Maybe. Harry Potter. Crazy Dan, we're in the middle of a bear market right now, so keeping focus and conviction is tough for many people. I think history shows that patience with good projects will be rewarded. Yes, sometimes, you know, you just got to get out. I've done that on the open sea where you just get the hell out because, you know, it's toast. But, you know, I don't think this is one of those because the IP. Some people would argue otherwise, but we'll see what happens. You know, I'm happy to be here, that's for sure. But yeah, man, it's true. It's true. C29 Rome. I found Miles' hoodie, second last mint. Wow. So I had to grab it. High and low mints will be always matter. You got number 1749? Holy smokes. Congratulations. That's awesome. The Veve transparency space, hardcore FUD space. Yeah, it has been. When I went into it last night to just check it out again, like I said, I saw them there. And like I said, I didn't see it. Twitter didn't give it to me at the top because I think the people who host the space, you know, don't follow me, right? And I don't follow them because, you know, I usually try to follow who follows me back. And they don't follow me because I'm too much of a moon boy, I guess. But, you know, I like to, like, you know, get some good, you know, diverse content thrown my way. So I saw the space. I saw it last night. I was like, I'll pop back in there again to see what they're talking about. Maybe they calmed down a bit. And it wasn't like there was like going crazy and freaking out. Actually, they wanted me to come up and speak, but it was like midnight and my family is asleep and like, I'm going to get up there and start having a big Veve conversation. Plus, I didn't really want to at that point. I mean, none of them follow me, follow my channel, or follow me on Twitter. And so, you know, maybe I have nothing against anybody, whatever, but I'm not going to like start having conversations and stuff. You know, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really in the mood or have the time to sit there and, you know, defend Veve and convince non-believers. Like, I just don't care, right? If people don't care, it's fine by me. You know, I'll give my opinion on my platform here, and if people want to watch, great. You know, but I'm not going to go in and into others and start, you know, fighting the good fight. You know, like I just don't have time for that. Like if people are not, I'm not saying everybody in that space is a non-believer because people in there have, you know, I saw the people who were listening and there's all people who I follow and they follow me and we're all good. And people are just kind of curious to hear what people have to say. I think some people go into that space now looking to see if there's going to be fireworks. I just went there to see what people had to say and they were just chatting about stuff and bringing up some points they thought were important. So, you know, all the power to them if that's what it's about. Last week, it was all like just fireworks and gong show. I just was like, whatever, you know? So like I said, everyone has entitled to their opinion. I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody that they can't say what they want to say. Go ahead and say what you want to say. I just don't have to listen. But I went in there and I listened. I'm giving people a shot. Of course, it's the second time I've been in that space listening. The first one was the very first one. And then I was like, I listened for about 5 minutes and I was like, oh, well, this space is not for me. So I left. I went back to this one. I was in there for about 20 minutes this time, just listening, you know, who knows, right? Maybe I'll hear something I like. Sometimes I catch myself caring more about being right than the actual argument. Then I'm like, oh shit, but I don't want to go back down because I've gone too far. Yeah, it happens a lot, you know, it happens a lot. Molly, yep, there's a reason Alex G comes in here and announces drops, positive vibes. Yeah, you know, I've heard people say that, you know, like, and I've also heard this other thing, and I really don't like it, where people say, oh, you don't say negative things because you want like Veve to show up here. That has nothing to do with my attitude whatsoever. If anybody from Veve shows up here, I'm happy. I'm like, wow, cool, thanks. But I've never spoken to David Yu. I've never spoken to Dan. Never spoken. I mean, only at Decon, I just met them and they were super nice. I mean, like that was, but then other than that, no. I've never spoken to Reese. Okay, I just spoke to Mitch in a Twitter space because I said hi because he was talking. So I only just met him. Of course, Corey, I know Veve in 3, but you know, that's different because he was a YouTuber and now he's with them. And, you know, and Ryan, of course, I'd spoken to him a couple times too because he had his channel and stuff. But I mean, I don't have some like my channel is not based upon Veve showing up here. I mean, Alex, I'm happy when he comes on. It's awesome. I like the guy. I like talking to him. He's a nice guy. I think he's cool. Whatever. It's all good. I'm allowed to like him. And if he pops in here and drops an announcement, that's amazing for you guys. It's cool. I mean, it's exciting. It's fun. So, but I say whatever I want. I just don't talk about negative crap because I'm just not that kind of a person. I don't dwell on stuff. That's all. It's nothing to do with who comes on the channel. How many times do I do interviews here? Do I do tons of interviews with people? No. I just ramble on and on. I'm not worried about who comes on here, who's not coming on here. You know, I'm not worried about that at all. I can sit here by myself for the next 10 years and talk, everybody. I mean, I don't need anybody to come on here to help me out in the channel. We're all in this together. It's all good fun. So, if Veve never comes on my channel ever again, that would be sad for me, but I wouldn't shut the channel down. I mean, Crispy Knight, does anyone think that Disney's recent news about cutting costs, that can mean pulling from Veve? I don't see how that connects. They lay off like 7,000 people, right? I mean, sign of the times at the Disney parks and around the world. So, I don't see what that has to do with NFTs. In fact, NFTs in the digital space and making money in that area with less costs attached to it actually makes me more bullish on them moving more into this space because they're laying off people in the real world, which sucks for human beings. I wish that doesn't happen, but it's actually interesting because it costs nothing. How much do you think it costs for Disney to drop, the Mad Hatter on Veve? Not much, I'm going to assume. How much money do you think they make from that? It's just smart business for these big companies to produce digital collectibles and assets and stuff. It's just smart. I mean, it costs them less. It's instantaneous. It removes all the friction. It removes all the manufacturing, all the costs, all the labor, pretty much, all the everything, all the marketing, it removes a ton of friction. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year accessible, and they can sell it to people all around the world without having to ship anything anywhere. So how does anybody think that this is not going to work? It's just removing all the barriers to making money, and the way that people interact with digital assets and the way that people react with entertainment and how we use our devices and how the youth is doing that. I mean, it just makes it's just 100%. That's why we're here. Isn't that why we're here? If you don't believe in that, then I don't know what you're doing here. This is what these companies, they're smart, really, it's just the way it is. This is the way it's going, right? So that's why we're here. So Disney, if they're sadly laying off 7,000 people because of economic conditions and stuff like that, it sucks for those people. I hate that. But I mean, they're obviously trying to I don't know what they're trying to do with that, but I don't think that has anything to do with their ability to drop an NFT on Veve. In fact, it's probably because they're going more that way. I would think they want to save that money and put it into other areas where that doesn't cost them as much, but yeah, I hate having people getting laid off. It sucks, right? Vault, of course. Vault, you never thank me. I thank you. That's how it works around here. Vault, you never say thanks, MC. I say thanks, Vault. That's how it works. Chris, the stream is better than coffee for the afternoon. Getting fired up. Getting all fired up, Chris. Let's do this. Chris, we got to go for that beer over in Vancouver. I'll let you know when I'm popping over. We got to hook up and get together and hang out, get a few people together. But yeah, man, I get myself fired up right here. Not sure. I think spoilering movies can be a business. I think a spoilering movies account can be a business model in the future. Oh, yeah. That's why I got to go see these movies right away, the ones I super care about, because if I don't, I mean, I'm online like the rest of you. And suddenly I'm I see the plot of the movie right in front of my face, right in the YouTube cover, so-and-so died. Oh my God. Thoughts and reaction, day one. It's just, ugh. So yeah, I got to go see these right away. There we go. New plan. LeBron is greater than Jordan. Just saying. Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. I'm from the 80s and the 90s. And believe me, I'm a huge LeBron fan. We won't go down that road today, but the fact that those are the only two we got to talk about. And believe me, Magic Johnson's my all-time number one because when I grew up and stuff, but like Jordan and LeBron, those are the only two ones we're talking about. Dante, MC, I find it really strange how no one talks about the Ben Riley Ultra Rare. The all-time high was 17K and is very limited. What's your opinion on the collectible? Yeah, was there 616 of them? It's the 616. And I mean, it's only because Ben Riley hasn't really been, talked about. His comic book line wasn't super popular, like, let's be honest. His character has been kind of like, they've tried to like reboot him tons of times. Latest, of course, is Chasm, which we have in the app, that comic book where he's like now Chasm, and which I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with that character. But yeah, Ben Riley, that collectible, I mean, there's only 616 of them, right? So it's and actually the other one, there's only what 5,324 of them or 5,000 of them or something like that for the. So yeah, it's an amazing collectible. First appearance Spider-Man. We'll see where they go with it. Now he has to come to the MCU somehow, and then you'll see it take off. So I mean, it's under 1,000 right now. I look at it almost every single day, every second day. It's like what 900 or something like that. So no one talks about it because there's no one's talking about Ben Riley at the moment, right? So. By the way, Supergirl was trending today on Twitter because of the new movie. Yes, Flash! The Flash trailer. Did you guys see that Flash trailer? With Batman! Michael Keaton. Go watch the trailer, guys. That movie looks damn good. I'm excited for that Flash movie. That's coming out in the summertime, I think, right? So yeah, Supergirl, there you go. And we got Supergirl on the app right here. I don't know. See what happens. She's not the blonde one like Kara, like from the TV show or whatever, from the 80s as well. She looks different. She looks cool. We'll see what happens, I don't know if it'll affect anything on Veve, but we'll see. Fro, MC, what are your thoughts on the Lambo being dropped around the same time the Veve 500 is released? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I think that's probably what they're doing. I think that's probably why we haven't had the Veve 500 release yet. I think they're obviously delayed with Lambo or whatever they're doing. Well, they'll let us know at some point, but I agree with that. We'll see. I'm waiting for Lambo. Let's just refresh Veve right here because sometimes I talk and I miss their announcements. Where is it? Not here yet. Humblu, MC, do you have an opinion on or prediction on when sport NFTs? Yeah, I don't. I have no idea. But the baseball stamp is the closure to have sports. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I would love it. I can't wait to see if they do that. And eventually I think it'll come. I don't know how it's going to happen though. Player driven or if it's going to be, team driven, I have no idea, but we'll see what happens. Right. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt it too. I feel the same way. So Bob Iger from Disney. Yeah. He loves NFTs. So, I mean, I think Disney's going more that direction, you guys. I just think they are, so the feds need layoffs or we're all doomed. Yeah. I'm in Canada. So, I don't really get into US stuff too much because Veve's a worldwide app, but yeah, not everyone here. Yeah, that's yeah. So I just saw that too. Right. But yeah, it's true. Right. So it does affect, obviously with crypto, all tech sectors laid off big numbers, Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet. Yeah, it's all kind of happening at this moment. It sucks. It really sucks for people. I hope people get through. That's why we're not through a bear market, guys. We're still in the recession here. And I don't think Disney layoffs have anything to do with their parks. It's all digital related with Disney Plus. So I assume it won't come to this space. Isn't 100% guaranteed. Is it through like staff at Disney Plus? Because they kind of, Disney Plus is taking off. So that's interesting, Robert. Thanks for that info. I'll have to look more into that before I give my huge opinion, but I still don't think that Disney has any problems with Veve and NFTs. I think they're going more that way because it's a moneymaker in a very easy way. So that's interesting though. We'll look into that, Robert. Thanks for the info. Yuri's here. How you doing? Good to see you today. There we go. Beer Coover. At least 10 of us here waiting for you. Don't wait for me. Get together and I'll run over. Don't wait for me, you guys. I know you're not waiting for me for sure. But yeah, we definitely got to do that for sure. I haven't got together with any Veve people outside of Decon. So we got to do that for sure. Hendizel, I minted number 41 Cars Ultra Rare poster. Never give up. Nicely done. Number 41, you minted it? Nicely done. There we go. There we go. The fam is in the house. Yoda Soldier. I'm loving Veve Comics even more since I found out that the comics text is actually encoded text, not just images of words. Yeah, you know, we've talked about this a lot about what we're actually owning. And what you're owning is you're owning literally a piece of the IP for all time. You know, you're like when you buy a comic book at the store and you bring it home, you own the physical copy, but you don't own a piece of the IP. You just own that comic, right? You can do whatever you want with it, read it, burn it, sell it, display it, store it away, whatever. I know we have limitations on what we can do with our Veve stuff, but you own that piece of, like, if you think about it, you own, like, if there's 10,000 comics, you're one of 10,000 people in the world who own that actual piece of that comic, like the digital version of that, where you could then like do what you want with it in terms of like you own a piece of the, you know what I mean by that? It's hard for people to imagine what it is we're actually owning, like what it is we're actually doing here. You know, so sometimes we forget, like, you know, sometimes we forget, like that's essentially kind of what you're doing. It's like, it's more than just owning just a comic book. Like when you own Spider-Man #1, like Spider-Man's FA collectible, you own it, like the first Spider-Man, the piece of the IP on the blockchain. You don't just own like a physical toy like this. You know what I mean? That's not, you buy that from the company and then you can do whatever you want with it and play with it. But when you actually own a piece, it's like owning a chunk of, like, you know, the actual Spider-Man first appearance. It's crazy to me. Crazy Dan, I have to admit, I'm still super bullish on Veve and Omi. The future looks bright to me. Yeah, this is the funny thing. These kind of comments, I have to admit, I'm still bullish. You're allowed to admit it, and you're allowed to be bullish, and you're allowed to stand up for the fact that you love Veve and you love what we're doing here, and you're totally, like, you know, you're totally in support of the space, and you believe in it, and you enjoy these things, and you're having fun with them, and you love them. You're allowed to, Crazy Dan, just like me. I'm not going to let other people make me feel like shy about, like, oh, I'm one of the, I can admit it. I can finally admit it. It's true. It's true. I'm one, you know, no, like, you don't have to admit it. Just say it. We're all good. You know, like, people try to make you feel small. And not you, Crazy Dan, like, I'm not talking to you, but people try to make some of us feel small. It's like, no way, man. No, I don't think so. It doesn't happen to me. Veve Vault, Reggie Miller's my all-time favorite, followed by Dennis Rodman. Nicely done. Yeah, Reggie Miller, man, hitting those threes for, you know, the Indiana Pacers, and Dennis Rodman. There you go. You got to love Dennis Rodman. I actually was Dennis Rodman one year for Halloween, which sounds crazy. I got like this Dennis Rodman mask, a full head mask. It was super fun with the green hair. And then I bought his Chicago Bulls jersey, the red one, you know, the 91. And I was walking around. Of course, like, I'm a Caucasian guy, so it didn't really work. But it was super fun, you know. I was like grabbing rebounds and stuff. That's cool, Vault, for sure. Not sure. Flashpoint looks good. But Superman should be the guy, the government, should be in government prison, not Supergirl. He's the one that suffered in the lab experiences and then became Superman in this reality. Interesting. Yeah, I have to look more into that for sure. That storyline for sure. Evolved. Catch you later. Thanks so much. We'll see you later too. Guys, I got to get to my drop head rewards here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. Let me just get this up on screen for you. We got the Veve Gem rewards today. And let me just bring this up on screen. Hold on. Okay, this is from my Kang video. Go watch my video about those comics, guys. Look at these comics. How could you not want these? I don't own all of them. I'm going to go get them. They're physical comics, right? Hopefully we get these in Veve, and I'm sure we will. This one right here, guys. Kang's second appearance. Spider-Man's first time with the Avengers. Snag it. I'm just telling you. Okay. Here's the rewards program. So I'm going to give out one of these drop head number 2s right now. So type in the chat drop head 2 if you want to get a spot in the Veve Gem rewards. It's going to happen right now. 3 people are going to win some Veve Gems by owning a drop head. This is what we're doing. And then tomorrow, when I do my live stream, I'm going to do my comic book rewards. But today, type in the chat drop head 2 if you want to win a drop head 2. Okay, I'll just transfer this right to you after the live stream later today. We'll do that for sure. And you know, but I'll get you the spot on the draw right now, the master list for the draw. And then we'll see if you win some Veve Gems today. You're basically going to, you're going to list a comic book that I tell you to list in the market, and I will buy it from you. And it's going to be about 10 or 11 gems above the floor. So you'll make a little 10, 11 gems. We do this all the time. So this is what we get. Drop head 2. Just type it in there and I'll get one of these to one of you guys. And then I'll do the rewards, and we'll see which one of our members of the channel actually get, the Veve Gems. And if you're not a member of the channel and you want to, if you want to get involved with the Veve Gem rewards that I do for my drop head holders, you get a free drop head for just joining the channel membership. And the channel membership is $1. So, and once you get that drop head, you're on the rewards every week for all time. So, it's just fun. It's good stuff. Hundreds and hundreds of comics we've sent out. Well over 500,000 Omi's been sent out. And we're closing in on 500 Veve Gems now, because this program started a little bit later. So we're having some fun. So here we go. We got everybody in here. Who's going to get this extra spot or their first spot ever? But if you do join the channel, just DM me after, and I'll get you your free random drop head, and you can get into these programs, right? So anyway, let's go. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling down. I've got my eyes closed. I'm scrolling up and down and around and around and around. And I'm stopping right there. And who wins this one? It's actually Bones B. Bones B gets another one. There you go, Bones. Okay, Bones B, you're getting that one right there. So that's good. So let's scroll up here, and I'll add you to the master list, Bones. There we go. 1074. Bones B, you get another one. Now, in the chat, just so you know, where are we right here? I have a spot for people to win Veve Gems here in the chat. Let me just bold this so you can see. Number 1127. So if that number comes up, see this number right here? If this one comes up randomly, and then someone in the chat's going to win the Veve Gems today, right? So let's do that. Let's hide that. And this is how it works. I'm going to do the random number generator, and these are all spots, okay? So these are all people who own drop heads that qualify, because certain ones qualify. The drop head 2 that you just won, Bones B, that qualifies for all 3 of my reward programs right now. But we got 1,074 spots, and some people own a lot of them, okay? And some people own 1 or 2, and, we have like different amounts of people who win, okay? But this is the comic that I want to have happen. This comic, whoever wins is going to list this common right here, or the uncommon if you want, into the market for around 13 gems. And then I'll just buy it from you. So you can go pick one up for like just under 3. I'll buy it from you. And there you go. You make some, you get a little extra Veve Gems just for holding drop heads. And then I get the comic. Simple as that. And this is one that I'm actually just stacking up, because not for any huge value, just for Master Collector and stuff like that. Just my own thing. So let's get to this. Okay, let me stop this screen right here, and let me get up to the random number generator. Hold on one sec. Okay, this will just take a second. It goes by quick. Random number generator. Okay, let's present this right here. You don't have to be here to win this if you're a member of the channel. Once you're on this master list, you're on it forever. So you don't have to actually come to the live stream to win. But I like to do it live so everyone can see that I'm not just picking people or something, right? It's all randomized. So let me just go down here. Let me just see who, hold on one sec. How many spots we got? 1,074. So let's refresh this. Ding. Okay, so 1,074. Let's see who wins some Veve Gems today. Okay, boom. Number 797. And I will post this in my Instagram. Sorry, not my Instagram, my Discord, my members Discord afterwards. That's how you'll know you win if you're not here. So 797, let's see who this one is here. It's Growler. Okay, Growler wins the first spot in the prize. Growler, congratulations. So I will post in Discord, and you'll put that comic for sale for me, and I'll buy it from you today. Okay, so winner number 2 is going to be number 518. Who's on the list here? 518. Let's see right here. Ghost 888 wins. Nicely done, Ghost 888. Up in Canada. That's winner number 2. Okay, so the third winner of the Veve Gems is number 300. Who is number 300 on the master list? It's Kryptoni. I think that's back-to-back weeks for Kryptoni. I'm not sure if you're here today, Kryptoni, but you won. So let me just, sorry, I don't want to say that. Let me just cancel that. Let's stop that. I'll show you who won. I'll post this in my Discord. And just like that, you guys will post your comic book and then I'll buy it from you. And you get some extra Veve gems. So there's the 3 winners today right here. So this now will boost us over 500 gems. So this will be what? So 13, that's 30. So what was that? 30? Oh my God, my math is bad. I'm gonna use my calculator. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. Plus what? Yeah, about 515. 515 gems has now been rewarded. That's like $500 out of my own pocket to my members. That's how much I love you guys. Let's go right there. And that's what a lot of the donations to the channel go to. It goes to stuff like this. Okay, so I'm going to post that up. Congratulations on the winners, you guys. There we go. That's nice. So guys, I'm going to head out now. I just want to thank you once again for coming to my live stream today, hanging out, spreading a bit of love. Like I said, let me just stop this right here. Let me just stop that screen right there. Let me just say to you guys, and you don't need me to tell you this, but I'm going to remind you, okay, before I head out, you're allowed to love Veve and what we're doing here. Don't let other people bring you down. You know, try to make you feel bad about it. Try to belittle you about it. You know, be smart with your money, of course. Do what you're going to do. But guess what? You know, don't let people bring you down. This is Veve. You're allowed to love it. You're allowed to admit it. It's okay. It's totally okay. And just before I go, Dino's popped in. Dino, how you doing?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I was just about to head out.
Dude, let's go. Did you party?
Yeah, we had some fun here today. We just finished the Veve Gems and we were talking about stuff. And I was just saying, man, people try to stop you from like loving what you love. It's funny, right? You know, but
yeah,
that was my message. What do you think about that just before we go? Come on. I got you.
I mean, do whatever you want, man. I mean, that's what I say. I mean, I've said it so many times before. I mean, like, no matter how you feel about whatever you feel and whatever you're doing, I'm like, I come down to this. I make money, I have fun, I made friends. Like, nothing else matters. I'm like, to me, I'm like, if you're doing that simple, stuff, right? That's just kind of, I think, you know, that's just how I approach it, you know, but that's, you know, like, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right, you know. But yeah, dude, if you're closing out, dude, all good. Come over on my stream and say what's up. I kind of FOMO'd into another pack.
Whoa, nicely done. Where'd you get that at GameStop?
Yeah, I just picked it up. Dude, I pulled some crazy heat last time I opened. And so, and I'm kind of like, all right, I just wanted to.
I actually saw that because I didn't see the stream, but I saw the reaction to your stream that you pulled some big stuff. I think Kobe said something about you having to like, you should do this more often because you pulled some good stuff, last time.
Yeah, dude, I pulled some good stuff. Like, some massive cards. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. That's for sure. Like, I was astounded.
Where'd you get the box from?
This one's just from GameStop. So yeah, I just got it from GameStop. An 8-pack. So I just went and popped
it up. I want to see what they look like because I haven't seen the newer ones. This is one of the newer ones.
Yeah,
because we haven't got them up here in Canada yet at our EB Games, which is basically GameStop or Walmart. They haven't showed up yet. So that's it there, hey.
Yeah, cool. So it's an 8-pack. So it's, you know, half of what the big booster boxes are. There's 8 packs in it. Yeah. But dude, yeah, I've been loving Hero recently, man. I've been having a freaking blast. This last drop with the comics, like, dude. So I'm like going hard. Like, I'm having a blast. So I'm literally gonna open cards in a minute. So if you want to come chat, you can. I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
No, let's all pop over to Dino's stream. I won't be able to join you because I've been live streaming for a couple hours now. And
dude, dang.
Yeah, since like 10:35, right? Which is fun. So, but I'll come over and watch while I have to do some stuff before I pick my kids up. But yeah, man, if you're going live like right now.
I was gonna go live after this. I was just coming on and saying hi, and then
let's go. Let's all egg gang Dino. And hey, let me ask you actually really quick. So and this is just me asking. Like, this is how do you get your shirt? Because you got that shirt that says Egg Gang on the back. right? You have
Oh
shirts. Yeah. No, tell because I want to get one of those shirts. How do you get one of those? Do you have like, can I buy it like
bro.
online or what?
Yeah, you can buy it online and it ships to you. But bro, let me make sure I get you a discount or just buy yours honestly and just hook you up, man.
I want to support you,
Yeah.
dude. You know?
It's all on my YouTube channel. So like
Okay.
you can do it like right on your store. Here I can show you. So like right on the
Yeah,
home
please do.
page.
I saw you have a hoodie, which is it says like I floor NFTs. Then you have the hat. You have a hat now, right? Do you have a hat?
Yeah, I have the hat.
Yeah, the hat. I floor NFTs. Okay, that's cool. So that's not for me, but the Egg Gang one on the back, because you got
There
the
it
Egg Gang.
is.
Oh, wait, let me just
Yeah.
let me just add it. So this is it here. And I'm asking you because I saw this on your banner, and I was actually going to ask you into space last night, but then you guys rugged it.
Dude, did you hear that rug? Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we can talk because I have a minute. I know you're gonna live stream, but I have a minute.
No, dude. I pushed it out just in case we were gonna chat for a bit. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't. And you rug whenever you need to.
Yeah. So there's the shirt, Egg Gang. That's the one I want right there.
Yeah. So it's right on my YouTube store. So you go to my YouTube channel and it's right on my store.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's where I get. Okay, good. I was going to ask you because last night, remember, you were you hosted that Twitter space where everyone had to talk, right?
Yeah, that was funny, dude.
Like, I'm gonna rug you. You can't come listen, so it's speakers only. So I went up there and I was like, my whole family's asleep. I couldn't start like, so I was like, I DM'd you. I was like, can I just listen? But like, you brought me up.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I just said hi. I was just like, so I said one word, but then we went over to the fun space. Remember? You close your.
I do remember. It was 5 minutes of pain. I don't even know why I hit accept.
Like we're speaking. Well, I went in there like
because they asked me to come up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, they just asked me to come up. I don't know why I hit accept. It was not enjoyable. It was 5 minutes that I'll never get back.
It's interesting because like we were talking about it earlier, and this wasn't about like, knocking their whatever people want to do. I don't care, right? It's all good. It's about where you spend your time, right? So after your space ended, I was looking for another space because I was just kind of like winding down for the night. And and they never showed. It never showed in my top thing. It never actually showed up for me. You know how it shows at the top of your like phone. I think it's because the hosts and stuff, we don't like follow each other or anything, so it didn't suggest it. But I made a post. This is really funny to me. I want to tell you this because we just briefly DM'd after, but I was going to bed. So, but I made a post like on Twitter, something about, I can't remember one of my tweets yesterday. And one of the people who was actually probably listening in that space, like made some negative comment about what I tweeted, right? Which is fine. I don't care about that. That's how I found the space, because then I saw their PFP was glowing, so like they're in a space. I'm like, oh, there must be a space Veve related. So I tapped their profile picture and then it showed the transparency space. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's there. So I decided I'd pop in there because I saw you as a speaker. I'm like, there's Dino. Like, so I popped in there.
I'm sorry.
And I get in there and I start listening. And then like, it's like, I didn't miss the whole thing. We have to talk about it. I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't sound like you didn't sound like you were being very welcomed very well. You're being attacked a bit for some reason. And then you're just like, yeah, whatever. Peace, love, joy, guys. I got to go. Like, so
yeah.
Then after you left, I just sat in there because I hadn't been in that space for a while. And, it got a lot of a bad reputation last week, from a lot of, Veve family. And, but I listened to the first ever one for about 5 minutes. So I was like, I'm going to stay in here and listen to see what
me
they're
too.
talking about. Cause that's probably why you joined, right? I like to get some perspectives. I'm not going to just blanket out everybody, right? So I just listened for a bit. And they were trying to get me to come up and talk and ask me questions about comics and stuff. But, I actually DM'd the host, which is surprising because we don't follow each other. So I'm not sure how I was able to DM him. Maybe because we were in a space together. That's probably why. And I just said, I can't come up and chat because it's like midnight and I got my family sleeping. Thanks anyway. And but they wanted me to come up and chat as well about comics or whatever, and probably get into Veve and like probably argue about it. And I just, like people can do whatever they want, but I was telling you, man, I'm not in the business of like just trying to convince like non-believers. I just don't have time for that kind of stuff anymore. Like I don't want to fight the good fight. Just argue like, and I don't think they were going to be like that, but the way that you got argued with is kind of interesting. So what did you say,
I mean, I honestly,
man?
Honestly, dude, I feel exactly the same way. Maybe just like a little bit of the opposite, right? So, and me and you were really open, right? And, I'm a little bit more bearish, right? And I feel the same
Sure.
way though. Like, I don't need to go into their space to hear what they're going to say because I don't really need that input. I already have my own opinion, and I don't want to fight. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to argue. I just want to have a good time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to
Yeah.
have some good laughs. No, I actually went in there to troll them because Rich is a good buddy, and the other guy was kind of a dick in my space, and I didn't like it, and so I went in there to troll them and just to mess around, and then I hopped out.
You were bored. You were bored. Admit it. You were bored last night.
I was bored at midnight, and I just went in there to troll them, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get this 5 minutes back. Like, why are they being so? I'm like, it's just so intense. Like, I don't have that strong of feelings. Yeah, I just,
you can feel it, right? Like, that's like, you can physically feel it. Like, and like I said, I haven't really spoken too much about I haven't mentioned anybody by name or anything. Like, I don't, I'm not really, I just don't have time for any kind of stuff like that. But I did want to listen. I did pop. I saw you up there as a speaker. I'm like, I'm all for hearing criticism, and I'm all for hearing opinions. Yeah. And I'm all for getting my mind changed if people make good points, but I'm not about, like, I got in there and I was attacking you, and I'm like, come on, does it really have to be that way? So I just, like, I listened for a bit longer after though, but there's just a feeling you get sometimes when you go into situations like that. That's just not fun. So, I don't know, but I'll check in again with those guys or whoever I don't know those guys at all, but I'll check in again one day and see.
I know them. I mean, I know one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know one of them, and me and him get along great. I don't really listen to their spaces, so I don't really know what they're doing or saying. The other guy, I didn't like how aggressive he was. I'm just not into people being rude, right? I don't like rudeness. I think we're all human beings. All human beings have innate value. And when you talk to someone online that, you don't even know me, I don't know. I don't like being rude. So for me, and so for that reason, I'm out. No,
yeah, that was funny. You're like, all peace, love, dope. I'm out. Look at that. That's Sleeping Comics. I agree. I don't want to convince anyone anything. Yeah,
look at his next comment.
Look at his
next comment.
I don't do Twitter Space because I'm too scared of trolling. Oh, there you go, Sleeping. Oh my God, good to see you too, Sleeping. And I saw your video yesterday. Very well done, you guys. Sleeping put out a really great vid yesterday.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go like it right now.
Yeah, go check it out. He put it out yesterday. Another really good video. So obviously, right? But yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, thanks, Dino. So you're going live now. So if you go live, I'll just pop over and watch. And that's where I get the shirt. I like the Egg Gang one. I look at my shirts. I always wear black shirts. That's perfect for me. I'm not going to get your hat though. I don't floor NFTs, but I love the Egg Gang. What does it say? It says Egg Gang. It says YouTube Dino Lang. Okay.
It just has my YouTube one on there. Yeah, it just has my YouTube.
Perfect for me. Okay, good. I love it. All right, thanks, buddy. I'll see you on your stream.
Cool, man. I'll talk to you later. Thanks to everyone in the chat, dude. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.
Peace out, Dino. There we go, guys. That was a nice little visit from Dino. And thanks, Sleeping, for popping in here, too. Like I said, I watched your video yesterday. Really good vid. If you guys want to go check out Sleeping's video right there for sure. As always, obviously. But yeah, guys, like I said, we'll see you in the next video. I'm live streaming tomorrow. I don't usually go back to back, but tomorrow's my comic book day. So, and it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So I'm giving a couple of Valentine's comics out. These two particular ones, just for fun. We got the Submariner getting married. Look, the wedding issue, the wedding of the Submariner. There's some pen marks on it, but it's a beater, but it's okay. And then I'm also giving out, look at that one. Woohoo. So we'll share the love tomorrow, have some fun, and do some other stuff. Thanks for coming out today, guys. Have yourselves an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one. Happy collecting.